So in terms of things, from where we last left off, you all had entered into the town of Drisdale in an attempt to seek out the gathering. Under Baron Chedwick, you taking corpses, but certainly pillaging them in one way or another, removing items from the bodies themselves, and only certain bodies at that. Now, in the morning, having witnessed this, he would address the rest of your group. You would make your way forward and begin searching through the pile of corpses in an effort to find what exactly they were doing. The curiosity in all of this had proven to be valuable as you began looking around and finding that the missing items were in fact rings, amulets, all, witnessed from the the indentations around the fingers or the actual sun shading from seeing it wrapped around the neck for too long, and the emblems ripped off of the robes dedicated to Cadwin. Now, you find this very strange that someone would purposefully go about targeting these robes, figures, with these emblems of Cadwin, these priests or acolytes that you had seen in the area before. Specifically, the one you had noted the most was Hagrid, the one figure you had seen in the meeting, this gala event that Baron Chedwick had held. In making a stick, speaking directly with Chedwick, accusing him of having blood on his hands and letting whatever atrocity was occurring. You had never even questioned what was going on with the situation at hand, and in turn, going forward and trying to do this investigation of figuring out where Carrick was during all of this guide you're supposed to be finding to lead you to the Nameless City. It's all been one mystery after another, and it continues to build as you begin, continued looking around desperately, trying to find anything that could possibly connect this missing man you're searching for, and what's happening now. In an effort to return and speak with the Baron, explaining exactly what you had found in all of this, he would surprisingly try to turn your efforts away from finding your guide and instead towards Lady Merowyn, another noble of the area, attempting to convince you of an alternate route going into the Nameless City. Now, without explaining exactly what she wanted for all of this, she had made a very, very definitive answer in all of this, telling you, well, you can accept it or not, as this information is too sensitive to share otherwise. And at this, you had noticed, well, a couple figures at your table had noticed that Hunter Bagley, the man who you had traveled this road with all the way to this point, had given you a slight shake of his head. Using this as some sort of, element to deny whatever it is that Lady Merowyn wants, you had all agreed that you would, in fact, not go about pursuing whatever she is seeking in this. Obviously disappointed in all of this, Baron Chedwick would consider you to re-advise all of this, telling you that, chances are McCarrick had fled the town, and, this drunk, filthy layabout, hearing of any kind of danger, would not be lingering in the area for long, as it's too much risk for such little gain. Now, seeing all of this, occur, Hunter Bagley would eventually follow all of you out after having listened to this spiel by Lady Merowyn as well as Baron Chedwick. And on your way out, you would begin discussion of what route you were to take next. As you had asked what Lady Merowyn had presented to Hunter Bagley, he had told you specifically he could not talk of the matter, but he had regrettably taken up the offer. In an effort to help you, he had told you that in order to go about finding Carrick, this guide you're seeking out, you should, in all factuality, follow the clues that you've been seeking out. You had agreed that your next stop would be in the eastern section of the city, heading to the Moratorium, to Cadwin's Rest. And that's where we left off. All right.
Is Hunter Bagley leading us to the moratorium?
No, not at all. Your understanding is, he's been here before, but with him by your side, he is walking the same road you are. He's not really leading. Are you going to ask him if he can lead you there? Is that your goal?
Does any of us know how to get there?
None of you have actually been there before.
And did Hunter say he did know where it was, or just the general vicinity?
Just the general vicinity.
Okay. Well, then, if it's the general vicinity, I would like to go on a limb and say that it's not very hard to determine what a moratorium is.
No.
Okay.
The crematorium.
Crematorium. Okay. Are we doing moratorium or crematorium?
So,
Denatorium.
In all of this, they had made it fairly obvious that this was in fact a place of worship as well. You have no doubt that, it has to be fairly large in terms of whatever it is.
Okay. I mean, Timber would just be heading in the general direction then.
Okay. Is everybody else following?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
yeah.
you see as Elperos quickly kind of just steps up behind Hunter Bagley and begins following him, almost in an awkward fashion. You see Hunter Bagley is looking around at all of you. This is not well, it's the second time that he's really been with your group, but there hasn't been any kind of consistency in that length of stay. So with this, he continues on, and you can see that he's fairly quiet in all of this, with no real, he doesn't seem to be one for conversation. He's spoken up to you before, but it seems to be forced rather than anything. All right.
As we're making our way there, I'm gonna keep an eye out for any of these cultists, I guess, throughout the city, as well as keep my eyes peeled for the city guard.
Does it appear to be like this town, seeing that, with the being so close to where we need to head to, population wise, like people walking, is it very like minimal? Like, is it like people here and there coming in and out? And
Oh, you're certain that there are a multitude of abandoned homes and buildings throughout this area. I mean, none of it is kept up with. You can see several buildings just on your way in that have been scavenged for what little they have, and other people's homes have a ramshackle adornment of some of these things. Like nothing matches. You have no doubt there are definitely some vacancies in the area. All right. So as you continue traveling through the eastern district of the city, it does not take long at all to head along this main thoroughfare. And eventually you come to an end near the ramparts. Attached to the wall, you can see a circular courtyard just before it preceding it, and several statues with their hands reaching to the skies. The robe-laden figures reach out and praise towards the heavens, only to, ironically, beckon shadow and rain so prominent in the region. Between the statues lies a set of double doors made of iron. Even from here, you can make out the marvelous works of art adorning it, shaped into the sun. The houses around you in this circular courtyard are eerily silent. Windows remain shuttered in their fullest, and not a single soul remains on the street in sight. Puddles have built up in the extreme amongst what was once cobblestone. They're now sunken into the mud, creating a small lake that stretches across the entirety of the area. What are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna pull his cloak up over his head.
am I close already over?
Oh, Mr. One Up. I see how it is.
And mine's, considering what I am, my cloak is up almost always.
Do you rust?
I don't know. You don't know that.
I guess we'll find out.
Do you rust?
You bleed.
All right, as you put your cowls up on your cloaks and you go about doing this, just fearing, any kind of, prying eyes in the area. You can see that Hunter Bagley seems to share no such suspicions. As he continues looking about, simply waiting on the rest of you. Elperos doing fairly similar in what all of you are doing, and you see he just reaches back, attempting to grab at the actual cloak behind him, and you can see that it doesn't have an actual cowl, but he goes about putting it up above his head anyways.
So there's a big gate in front of us?
There is no big gate, but there is a set of double doors attached to the
double
ramparts
doors.
themselves. You can see two statues standing on either side of the double doors, their hands outstretched towards the sky. In front
That's
of
right.
you, like directly in front of you, is a circular courtyard that culminates at its end directly opposite you at these double doors with the statues.
Is there anybody?
Otherwise, you're in a very large open area with no one there.
No one's there. Okay.
Oh, it's totally deserted.
Okay. Looking around, I am. I'm
sorry, what? Go ahead. Sorry, Kyle.
I think I would kind of stick kind of along the buildings more so.
Mhm.
And just slowly keep my eyes out just for anything, any movement or anything as I'm like slowly circling my way to the door. I don't want to go directly in the center of this thing, this opening. I would rather stay closer to where I can kind of jump in if I need to or anything.
Okay.
Timber will do the exact same thing, but the opposite side.
Okay, so the two of you immediately split up, heading to opposite sides, following the circular ring towards the doors and the statues. What's everybody else doing here? Well, you see immediately that Hunter Bagley follows behind not Gendry, but continues to follow behind Timber in all of this, using his larger stature almost as cover.
Zach, if you're talking, man, we can't hear you.
Okay. I guess I would try to do the same and follow Elpros.
Okay, Elpros
Or
heads
not Elpros.
to the left.
Sorry. Yeah.
I was gonna say Elpros heads to the left with Gendry. The two of them following around. Just more or less everyone wary that there's possibly some kind of ambush or people lying in wait at this point. It seems very, very suspicious. This entirely deserted area of the city. You've seen at least one or two people on the streets, but to come somewhere where there's absolutely no one is, well, ominous.
Come on, Zach, do the paladin thing. Walk dead in the center.
When I get close enough to the statues, do they look familiar at all? Like, is this like a statue that looks more so like placed here based off of just because that's how they wanted it designed, or are these statues look familiar that's been elsewhere before?
Okay, so as you're looking at the statue, go ahead and give me a knowledge religion check. I'm gonna post it up. Give me 1 second. Where'd it go?
While we're walking, I'm gonna just throw out a divine sense.
Timber would like to stealth where he's at.
All right. Gendry, as you're looking at this statue, it takes you a moment to recognize it. But as you're looking on, it's one of the Martyrs of Light, a group of figures dedicated to Cadwyn that had once tried to siege the Nameless City and had failed. In doing so, you know that this Martyr of Light is aptly named so. Looking on at this is basically the equivalent of a saint for the Temple of Cadwyn.
Yeah, as just a precaution, I'm going to do divine sense just to see if I sense anything.
Okay. So, where exactly are you doing this?
I'm gonna probably be. I'm not sure how far ahead we advanced up, but I'd be probably near. Who was I gonna follow? I meant to actually say what I was out. I was gonna go on the same side as Gendry. Did I say Gendry? Yeah, right.
You did, yeah. Wherever Elpros went is what you.
Okay, yeah. So I would just do it where the area where we're at.
Okay.
Because it's 60 feet, I think.
As you go about using it, you reach out for any kind of nefarious sense, anything in the area that could possibly be stretching out in some evil way. And as you begin to feel around, you sense something. It's not coming from the building in front of you or, anywhere else, but towards the water in the center of this giant puddle that's dipping down into almost a bowl. As you begin looking about, you're sensing it coming from somewhere directly in front of you, as you look towards it, at the center of this puddle, as you're looking around, it can't be more than a few inches deep. You have no idea what's there, but it's certainly giving off the presence of evil.
What
And
I would.
you're
Oh, sorry.
picking up undead.
Okay, so I'm going to I'm gonna stop where we are, and I'm assuming we're pretty tight knit. I'm gonna say, everybody stop. I'm sensing an undead presence near this body, near the fountain, near this water.
Miles, did you need me to roll for stealth?
In terms of it being broad daylight, there's no stealth.
Okay, gotcha. Fair enough. Actually, that's what I was going to ask you. What time of day is it?
It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. No
Oh,
joke.
okay.
But it's
It is
gloomy and
cloudy.
rainy.
Yeah, it's just gloomy and raining. Okay. So
And-
as, he beckons everyone to gather up. What are you guys doing?
Do I notice them stop their movements? Since I'm circling around still.
Even as you're circling around, you see as Bullrin is sitting there waving his arm towards you to come towards him.
Yeah, I would like. So what I would do is, since he's on the other side, I kind of like wave him down, and I'd do like the eyes pointing to the puddle.
Well, Timber, although he's a ranger, he doesn't have very good eyesight, so he really can't see what you. No, I'm kidding.
He's nearsighted, farsighted.
Nearsighted.
He's got it all. Astigmatism.
So basically, we're gonna get you glasses.
Oh man. Okay, I would signal back with the eyes and the puddle, and then a bird, and then kind of like do you want me to like come over there?
And I'd give you a thumbs up.
See, I have to
All right.
ask what you mean by giving him the bird.
Like the Napoleon Dynamite bird.
Okay.
I would
With
then cycle back the way it was and let Hunter Bagley know, without communication, but more just like tap on the shoulder and swing back around to meet the other group.
All right. You see as Bagley looking, towards everything going on, he just starts to follow you as well. You can see he has no intention of interrupting whatever is happening right now, and he seems very cautious and very tense almost immediately.
So to get to the doors, do we have to cross that area, or can we go out? Can we go around?
You could literally walk all the way around it.
Okay.
This dip of water only starts to emanate at the center and reach out, but you could
Okay.
simply just bypass it altogether.
So I would probably say, I think if we continue down this section around the puddle, we should be okay. If everyone's, I'm assuming everyone would be okay with that.
if we can avoid a unnecessary fight, I feel that can do us well.
I agree. So I think we should just continue hugging the buildings and go around, not disturbing that puddle.
But just in case, and I touch Bullrin's shoulder,
Okay.
and you see clocks start to form, like a clock on your shoulder, and it starts to like tick forward, and I am going to.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, cool.
All right. So every single
Nice.
time you roll for initiative, you get a +3.
Sweet.
It's good for 8 hours.
Holy crap.
Holy crap! Wow, that's really good.
So yeah. So as many as
Fucking
encounters as you
yeah.
come into, you get insanely good initiatives.
Damn, they give you a D8 for that spell? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
fucking
that's fucking wild.
incredible. So to be clear, that's a D8 every time you go into initiative, not just a 3 every single time.
Yeah.
So anytime you make an initiative roll, it can get better and better or worse and worse, unfortunately.
Mhm.
That's
And
still
Alright.
sick. A
it's better
D8.
than-
No, it's fucking fantastic, really. It's an amazing spell.
I mean, even a +1's better than what you normally get.
Yeah. Whew! All right. So, as he gives you this boon, you feel flighty, speedy. All of a sudden, this acceleration comes about you. Your armor, while still weighing the same, it just feels like you have more mobility in a sense.
I'll look at him and say, "Oh, thank you. I feel about 20 years younger."
I can remember what age feels like, but you're welcome. And I continue to move forward towards the door.
Okay. You see as Elperos as well as Hunter Bagley continue following in behind the rest of you, looking on, with some bit of curiosity. Elperos is constantly looking up to the statues themselves, while Bagley has not shifted his eyes away from the puddle at the center of all of this. All right.
And,
Approaching what you firmly to believe the crematorium, the Cadwin's Rest. The iron double doors in place are tightly shut. Gendry, you can see 2 keyholes, one on each handle, for each adjoining door.
I want to kind of look over the door. See if there's any traps on here that's been set over time. Does this building seem pretty like the others, like kind of ramshacked, a little vacant, or?
Compared to the other buildings in the area, they look more akin to homes and maybe a business or two. You couldn't really tell with the state of, disrepair that they're all in. But the crematorium itself, this temple of Cadwin, as you're looking over it, it's been kept in fairly good, repairs over the years, if you want to call it that. The doors themselves are a dead giveaway in all of this, as it's the most decorative piece, that you've seen across any of the buildings you've encountered aside from the fort.
I'm going to look back at Hunter. Is this a knock situation or a? You know?
Well, it's certainly a good question. I guess it depends on how we want to go about things. Just to be fair, it's not every day that you sense what it is that you see out in that water right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say something's wrong here.
I'll turn and then I'll look at the door for any traps or anything.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check and then an investigation check if you want to start touching things.
Timber's gonna kind of play towards the notch between the door and the wall.
Okay,
Just,
in terms of doing any kind of checks or anything like that, Elperos. Okay.
I'm more of an investigator. I want to touch.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll for investigation.
Oh my gosh, that was almost a 1.
That
Okay,
was close.
as you're sitting there staring at this, it just looks like decorative, artwork along the door that's been used, in the making of it. You don't think that there's any kind of magics or hidden, buttons or pressure plates or anything like that going along the door itself. So you begin reaching forward. And you start by reaching around the lock itself, trying to see if there's anything there that would be, pretty much a giveaway in terms of things. But after quite a bit of searching, you realize there's only one real alternative left, and you try the door, like the actual knob itself. And as you begin to twist, you realize immediately it's just locked.
Are any of you good with the unlocking of doors?
Unfortunately, that is not my skill set.
Elbros just looks to you, shakes his head. No. Anyone else?
No, it's not what I do. What about you, Hunter?
He looks to you. I've seen almost a frown come across his face as he starts to move forward, and you're not sure what he's doing, but you see as he takes his cloak that he has wrapped around him and puts it up over the door handle and the keyhole. And you see as he looks down and he pulls something out. You're not entirely sure what he's doing, but he's only using one hand to do all of this. And you see as he continues going about doing so, maybe for about 30 seconds, before you hear a click. You see as he almost quickly puts whatever he has away.
Appreciate that.
No problem. Let's get on with this. You see as he moves away from the door, clearly intending for someone else to open it.
I'll slowly open the door.
All right, Gendry, you move forward, your hands clutching on the metal handles. You begin to pull the doors open.
Is that like just the DM's universal sound of please hold?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I do it, Kyle does it, you do it.
Perfect. Gives me that time to get all my sound effects rolling. All right. As you pull
Get
open the
fireball.
doors, the sound echoes through the chamber before you. You're now privy to the innards of what you believe to be the crematorium. Before even entering inside, all of you can't help but look down at the hideous amount of blood pressed into the stone at your feet that's been built up against the door and is now freely running out into the streets.
Oh god.
Another glance to your left and right shows that the doors themselves have claw marks and handprints pressing against the door, blood smearing across their entirety. The scrapings have tested the metal itself as they're gouged into it. Forward a short distance reveals a set of stairs ascending towards a well-lit room, the sound of torches flickering nearby. Even from here, you can make out an ominous statue remaining in a stalwart position at the center of this circular room to the north. The robed figure is holding out a scepter of kinds, looking down as if casting judgment on all who enter. What are you doing?
Ember decides to walk away. He no longer wants to do that.
How far from the center area are we?
Roughly about 25, 30 feet.
Right. I'm just gonna throw out another divine sense just to see what's going on in here.
Okay. As you go about trying to reach out, seeing anything within view that might be hiding from you, using this divine sense as you reach out, you detect nothing.
Do I?
The only thing you're picking up is that same undead presence from behind you in the
Okay.
water.
Do I recognize anything in there, like the statue or anything like that?
From here, it's difficult to make out exactly what the statue is. You think if you got maybe a little closer inside, you might be able to tell.
I don't sense any undead or any nefarious beings in there. The only thing I'm sensing is still. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Keep going.
I'll say the only thing I'm sensing is the puddle behind us still. I don't know if you all want to even risk going in there or not, but what I can sense directly in front of us for about 60 or so feet is clear.
Timber, when he says or any nefarious beings, just kind of grunts at it as if there's any non-nefarious beings in this place.
Okay.
Well, we came here to look for Keurig, or no, not Keurig. What's the Keurig? What's the person? The gosh.
Tagrin?
Tagrin, I think, is the priest.
Yeah, Tagrin is the priest.
Okay,
Keurig is the guide you're looking for. Veglig is the figure you encountered in the street. Baron Chedwick is in the keep. And then Lady Merowyn, you have no idea where she went off to.
Oh, I didn't know you can click on those pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Click on what pictures?
In the relations.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, we're not just gonna turn around. Where else are we gonna go?
I wanted to make sure everyone was comfortable going in, that's all.
There's no comfortability in this place. We've got a job to do.
I'm walking in as they're going back and forth. Quietly.
Okay,
As
so
quiet
you're
as
walking.
My robotic foot can't go.
Dunk! Dunk!
Okay, even in this, Gendry, as you start making your way forward, you can see as Bagley is hesitant, but he follows a pretty short distance behind you. It doesn't take long for Elpros to follow in after.
I will follow. I'll try to be quiet best I can.
I will follow, but I'm still arguing. No, I'm kidding. No, Timber would Timber would catch up quickly to Gentry, knowing that clearly Gentry cares 0 Fs about himself and everyone else, and try and stealth in whatever area I can. You said there's torches lit though, aren't there?
There are. It's
Okay,
it's a brightly lit room for the most part.
Never mind then. I'll just be very close to Gentry. Gonna catch up.
Okay. All right. All right, give me a second, guys. Just roll right into it with crazy shit.
It has happened.
All of a
Start
sudden,
hearing music.
the Elden
Like-
Ring music
yeah,
kicks in.
like death metal music. Get ready to
Speaking of Elden Ring, I officially beat the game today.
Hey!
Yes,
Congratulations!
yes. 127 hours later.
Did you
Mine
kill
was
Millennia?
Did I kill who?
Millennia.
I did. Yes, I did.
Bravo!
I
Bravo!
I killed
hardest
all
boss-
optional bosses.
Hardest boss in the whole game, hands down.
I'm gonna be honest. She wasn't that hard for my character.
For
Oh,
my character,
dude.
it was impossible.
Oh yeah, I was a heavy weapons melee build. It was fucking insane.
I was board and spear. I was a board and spear character.
Damn, I bet
I
that
was
was fun.
basically strictly incantations and lightning, so trying to hit her and keep her down is too hard. It was fucking.
Yeah, I'm too. I was a faith build too,
The
and the lightning,
last-
it just wasn't working. So I had to switch back to my just straight up melee spear and thing. But the blasphemous sword, that thing fucking slaps. When you kill Rykard and get that sword,
Mm.
oh,
Oh,
that
yeah, I
thing's
know what you're talking
dude.
about.
That thing's a beast when you got full faith build.
And quickly, that last boss was really disappointing, especially because of my
Yeah.
build.
No, I gotta agree with you. I think the last boss in the game was pretty upsetting.
I hit the first version of it. I hit him 3 times with my lightning. The second version hit him twice and he died.
Wow.
It was the last. Radagon wasn't too bad, but the last boss, it took me a little bit to get that down for my character.
It took me 3 tries to get it really quick because I had to figure out what he did. I'm like, oh, okay, this is easy.
Sorry, sidebar.
Yep.
Oh no, you're fine.
All good.
I just feel like Elden Ring took its inspiration from your D&D games, Miles.
Elden Ring is going to be making his way into mine.
All right. So as you go about entering inside, Gendry, as you're walking up towards this statue, you know, you're suspicious at first as you're looking on. As you start to ascend the stairs, you have full view of the room in front of you. As for the rest of you, following up, you know, pretty tightly knit next to him, you know, in this line, 2 by 2, all the way forward, this is what you see. I'm gonna activate this. If you guys see anything, you know, obviously that you shouldn't see, air quotes, go ahead and tell me.
Oh, I didn't know you can zoom out either. God, what am I doing with my life?
What are you?
Jesus. Oh my god, that makes my life so much. See, for me, the animation for the rain flickers black ever so often, like to reset it.
Yeah.
And it hurts my eyes. So if I zoom in real close,
It doesn't do
really,
that?
it doesn't really affect me that much. I mean, it still does, but it's not nearly as bad to seeing the
Yeah,
whole screen do
I
it.
really don't know why it's doing that for you. That's driving me crazy because it doesn't do that for me at all. And I'm wondering if it's because of like server limitations or something like those lines.
Could be.
But anyways, regardless, you know, as you guys start to make your way forward. All right, like I said, if you guys see anything you're not supposed to see, I mean, you put it this way, you guys will know.
I see everything.
I see everything.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
Nah, it looks like everything's solid.
Okay.
At least on my end.
What the?
It's okay.
Oh my god, does my character...
It's okay. All right. So, as you're looking on, your character, as I believe, has dark vision. I know
Yep.
there's a couple people in the party that do not have dark vision.
I still think it's the dumbest thing
Like,
I have dark vision.
I think, literally, Elperos as well as Gendry do not have dark vision. The two of them are like basically blind without light sources. Anyways, as you draw closer into the room, Gendry, very little else is presented. Aside from the fact that as you're walking towards the statue, its eyes seem to follow you. Multiple doorways lead off into a few directions. On the eastern side of the chamber, you can make out a small wheelbarrow, commonly used in carrying of corpses throughout such a place. Next to it, a wooden door leading off to the east. To the north, you can just make out a set of double doors, metal and almost in the exact same fashion as the doors you had just previously entered through. To the west, a now open passage. The connecting wooden door has been battered down, knocked clean off its hinges. What are you guys doing?
Now that we're closer, can I make out the statue?
Yes, as you're looking on at it, you can see it's yet again. Give me a roll. Knowledge religion.
Knowledge religion.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thematically looking on in it, you can see it's another of the 11 Martyrs of Light that you're looking on at. This one, well, the more you look at them, you take into account that there are several stories surrounding powerful priests that had gone about, in an attempt to basically eradicate the Undying altogether through healing magics. However, when those had failed in their efforts at cleansing the Undying city and the sieges that had taken place around this horrible place, they had turned to magics that would eradicate those Undying. The Martyr of Light you're currently looking on at now is specifically known as the Torch of Light. You are looking on at a figure that was known for basically going about eradicating hundreds, if not thousands, of the Undying by themselves.
That sounds like Gentry.
I will go towards the light that your candle looks like.
Hmm.
All right.
Just to get
Okay.
Timber's gonna. Oh, sorry. If you gotta describe something.
No. Go ahead.
Timber's gonna make his way and peer down this hallway.
Okay.
There you are.
As you begin looking to the west, you can barely make out what's in the continuing passage from here. And as you begin to look about directly to the west, you can't really see anything except for more barren passage from what you're seeing. But as you had started to look around the corner off towards the northwest, following this passage, you'd seen what looked like maybe debris or something cast off along the floor. Other than that, you can't really make out anything. At this point, you see as Bagley moves up, just sort of sitting there staring at the statue a bit. Elperos does the same, looking about. Bulrin, what are you doing?
Bullrin will come forward. Sorry, take a second to look at the statue and appreciate the work that this saint did eradicating so many undead.
Okay. Now, as you're sitting there looking at it, somebody obviously put a large amount of effort into this artistically. It's a work of art to say the least.
Alright. Good up, brother. You have some form of light.
I didn't realize we had companions that couldn't see. Let me take care of this. Then I will cast with my cantrip light on my shield.
Okay, so go ahead and target yourself and throw up the cantrip. It should fix a lot of stuff.
Put it on my. I didn't put it on my easier parts.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really fucking cool.
I wonder if that actually updated it. Let me look really quick. Because it should have given... I don't think it did. Let me look to see if it actually gave it to you. Because it should be 30 feet of... Is it 15 feet of bright light and 15 feet of dim
It's
light? Or is
20
it 30 and
20,
30?
20.
It's
20
and
feet
20.
of 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim.
Okay, did that fix it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I had to go in and manually change it. That's okay. It's not a big deal. All right.
Is that better?
Yes. But
I did not realize you we're unable to see, I will keep that in mind going forward.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So, you guys want to go through the 2 doors or down this hallway?
I am quite curious as to why that door is smashed open. Maybe it would be. Maybe we should investigate, because maybe that could be the direction that we need to go. Obviously, it was something important enough to smash through.
Right. Just hang back. Let me scout this.
I would like to stealth and scout.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
First death, gonna be by himself.
Yeah.
Here it comes, baby. No joke. All right. Okay. So go ahead and proceed forward, and I will tell you what you see.
As he disappears from my screen.
As you begin creeping forward and looking about, trying to discern, exactly what is possibly in the area, you hear it. As you peer around the corner, you can hear a hideous smacking, a slurping sound of some creature feasting on wet remains. You have no doubt the grotesque sound is emanating from the southern passage. And as you peer around the corner to the south, you can see 2 undying, feasting on the remains of who was left, the poor souls interned within the mortuary here. The slabs of stone once holding the corpses of those to be put to rest are now painted across the stone in the room as the 2 decaying abominations continue to gorge themselves. You watch as the flesh does absolutely nothing to sate their appetites, as you see their digested remains simply spill out onto the floor from their bowels as they reach down and continue to try to eat it. A clearer view into the rest of the room from here shows to the northwest another hall heading off, and to the north another section that you can't quite see into yet. The creatures, these abominations to the south, haven't noticed you. What are you doing?
Did anyone say that they were looking at where I was going, or no?
Oh yeah, you announced this to everybody. They're just standing here waiting, watching you.
Okay. I immediately put up just a hand to just like as firmly as I possibly can to just like hold and don't move. And I can't see Borin from here. That doesn't do me any good. I would like to attempt to take. Let's see here. I want to hold up 2 fingers to Gentry. Put and point to my eyes, and then point down the south hall.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move northwest.
Okay. As you move to the northwest, you get a good view into the room to the northeast in a very similar fashion. As you look into it, you can see 2 more of the creatures devouring the remains of those interred within the mortuary.
All right. And I'm gonna move to. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna move
Go ahead.
down to here, southwest, and see if I can peer down this hallway from my angle.
All right. As you go about doing so, looking down that way, there's not much there. You can see it's a passage of some kind heading off to the north.
All right. With that, I'm going to attempt to make a stealthy 20-foot sneak.
Go ahead, give me that roll.
Roll big sneak.
It's a big sneak roll. My God.
Okay. All right. So you're sitting there, getting ready to work your way back, and as you're going about in the dark, you feel yourself kick some of the debris that's scattered about the room, and you feel your heart stop. As soon as this happens, you stay completely still for the better part of 30 seconds before you realize they haven't noticed and continue working your way forward before quickly making your way back into the center room.
Oh my God. All right. I kind of.
Oh.
Oops, sorry.
No. Okay. So at this point, no. You're in the room. You're in the room.
Okay.
You can move all the way there.
I wave everyone towards me.
Come, quickly.
All right. Elpros looks to you and says, "Is something wrong?" A little bit too loud. Okay. You see as Bagley kind of smacks Elpros during all of this and looks around to the rest of you. Gendry, you're seeing, obviously, at this point, the light emanating off of Bolrin, as well as, this is on the other side of the statue. It's just a beacon of light shooting up to the ceiling, basically. And then as for Timber, coming in, waving you all to get close. And shh. What are you guys doing?
All right.
I
Down
would-
this. What?
I was gonna say I would just get close to you.
All right. Down the path to the south. 2 of the undead are there.
Gentry, don't go in there yet. Because I'm sure he immediately started going that way.
To the northeast, or northeast. There's a small alcove. 2 more in there as well.
Looking at Gentry, kind of make somewhat, I guess, eye contact to this weird face of his. I really don't know if it's a humanoid face or not.
Yes, we're going to take these out. But let's be smart about it. Please. Borin, your light's gonna attract him. What we can do is lure him in this room. And as you're running back, Gentry, myself, can hit them with range in that narrow hallway. Take them one at a time. Are you willing to hold the hallway for us?
I can also I have javelins if you need extra damage on range.
Don't need javelins. I need someone to hold the door. Or hold
Okay,
hold the hallway.
I can.
I don't want them in this room to get around us.
Fair enough. I can do that.
Gentry? You got this?
I shouldn't say got this.
You okay with that?
It must. He must be erratic.
Right, you said that before. I agree. They're gonna die. Just want us to be more prepared this time.
With Elpros, just based on with all the undead going towards Elpros last time and me getting a bird's eye view of this horror display that happened, I would kind of look at Elpros and be like,
Stand back just a little further this time.
Elpros kind of just backs off. You can see he's clearly a little uncomfortable with the situation. You don't really give any reasoning. You just tell him to get some distance. Bagley doesn't really skip a beat at all. You see as he pulls out some swords, as well as getting those ready, looking at them, and then looking at a bow he's got.
I kind of just give Hunter Bagley a nod, and then I will prop myself right about here. I don't know how anyone would. How tall is this base? Is it just like a little like step up, or is it like a significant?
It's a significant step up. It's about 4 feet.
Ooh, can I get up on there?
The statue itself stands about maybe about 9-10 feet tall.
Is there enough room to purchase myself on the base and not be hindering myself in any of my bow mechanics?
So to be clear, it eats up about, the majority of that base. If you were
Okay.
standing on it, you could simply like lean around it and try and fire. I don't see a problem with that. I give you half cover for sure.
Okay, cool. Then
Maybe
yeah, I'd
even
like to do that.
3/4. Okay.
Sweet.
All right.
I kind of look at
you know-
Bullrin. All right, Bullrin.
Okay, how do you want to do this? By the way, I only say that to usually people who are getting their dying action. I'm joking.
Walk back out the front door then.
I turn around and get the first carriage out of here.
But this is fun,
going
guys.
back
We're
home,
outta
guys.
here.
Bye.
All right.
No, but seriously, we'll stand. I just don't want to be in the way of the range attack, so I'm gonna try to. I guess I'll stand right near the opening. So if they try to get out, I can swing at them, but I'm not in the way of the range attacks.
Don't want to metagame or anything, but what is the ruling with a team member being in front of ranged attacks? Is that giving the enemy half cover?
So technically, the way it's supposed to work is if you're attacking somebody who's blocking someone else, you can technically get cover for that. However, in terms of rules of D&D, if you've got, an upper advantage, or like Bullrin is not directly... I mean, put it this way, if Bullrin's not blocking the entire passage, you're not going to have a problem. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's the way I look at it. If he is purposefully blocking the entire passage, or a huge majority of it, obviously I'm gonna take, an offense to that in some way or another in terms of stuff. But for the purposes of you attacking anybody in melee, at least angled from the side or otherwise, I'll say it's not a problem at all.
Okay, cool.
So as long as you have height or angle, don't worry about it.
So yeah, it's like, so I was trying to figure. It's like because I know he said the block the hall. If I stood in front of the door, would I be giving them any kind of disadvantage if I'm just trying to keep them from getting in?
So you would be blocking the passage. However, just keep in mind, there are a variety of things that can happen to either move you out of that position, or, they could possibly even move through your space depending on what's going on. So there's nothing that prevents them from getting past you, outside of you getting an attack of opportunity.
So then basically I'll just stand like right off to where I'm at, just so if they come in I can start swinging at them. I look at everybody, I give a thumbs up.
Okay.
Timber already has a arrow notched and just waiting.
Alright, I'm going to smash my sword into my shield.
Yes, that's what I was hoping you were
Okay, you let out a clang as you go about doing so. And at first, nothing happens. Everyone roll for initiative.
Yeah.
You're gonna slowly hear and like you hear like in Dawn of the Dead and stuff, just it's getting closer and closer.
Since this is a setup trap, do we have a surprise round?
You
And I
do.
get to add +3 to mine.
Yeah.
So it's 21.
Okay, so
wait, what? I gotta find my initiative roll. Where's it at?
I'm giving you guys the ability to take a readied action here. So that means you guys are holding your turn, basically waiting for them to get close, and then unleashing, and then you get your next round after that in order of initiative.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna roll for these two right here. Wow, 3 mindless before everybody else. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do this. We're going to do a little bit of this. We're going to turn that off. And everybody get ready to scream. All right. Here we go.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I want to do a Owen Wilson voice for one of my characters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys who are attacking with range attacks shooting as soon as they get around the corner, or are you waiting until they get into the room?
I've got dark vision, so as soon as they run that corner, they're gonna get popped with an arrow.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in an order of initiative for the mindless first.
Big balls.
So it's gonna go Cody. I'm sorry, it's not gonna go Cody. It's gonna go Timber, then Bolrin, then Hunter Bagley, then
Yeah.
Gendry, then
I don't know why
Elfrond.
mine says Cody. I don't get that.
That's a very good question. All right.
I would
one,
say I might go before
two,
Timber,
3,
but he's probably got more
4,
dex than me anyways because I got a
5.
21 too.
6. Okay, go ahead and make your attacks if you're available. So to be clear, you know, some people are gonna get half cover right now against their attacks unless they wait for it to get closer.
I would be holding. My attacks wouldn't happen until. I can't see anyone, so I don't even think I could do a range. But if I would wait to attack him with my sword.
Okay. Oh. God damn! Give me a D100.
Woo!
Double damage. All right. So that's 12 points of damage right off the bat.
Nice.
Very nice.
Take it. Sucks
All
that
right.
rolled
Minimum.
minimum damage. I hate that with a crit too.
All right, regardless, as soon as the first of the Undying rounds the corner, you can hear it, even at a distance, as it comes rushing around. As soon as it looks towards you, you unleash the arrow from behind the statue. It sails out, striking it directly through the neck, cutting its moan short as it pierces through its esophagus. You hear as it just gurgles as it continues to move forward. Okay, it makes it all the well, we'll go to here. That's the ranged attacks. Everyone else at this point. Bolrin, you are up right here.
So I can make my attack.
Yep. That is a hit.
Nice.
Minimum damage.
Minimum damage. We're just killing it.
All right. As you go about doing so, you slam into its gut, and as you slice along, you see as its bowels start to extrude, almost falling out in the process. All right. Okay, that's a hit. You see as Bagley, as soon as you slice into its gut, shoots another arrow directly out, this one going in its eye. And you see as it immediately falls dead to the ground.
Nice.
Okay.
Love it when a plan comes together.
All right. We are going to move to the next of the mindless. And it is going to get its movement as it comes around the corner. And that is going to be specifically for Elperos and Gendry. So go ahead and make your attack, Gendry, for your ready to action.
All right. I'm gonna slow down its movements. Attempt to.
Okay, so you can do that. I would say you can do that all the way back here as it rounds the corner. Can you see it from here?
I cannot. That's why I was waiting till you. I can
Okay,
see
so-
about right here. Yeah.
Right here?
Right. No,
Okay.
No, you're good. You were good.
Okay.
Right
So
there.
go ahead and use it right there.
Oh, I didn't double click on that.
Damn! Okay, that's a hit.
Jeez.
Okay, and it slows its movement by 10 feet. Okay, so that is the rest of its turn for movement. Okay, it rushes up and it rushes out to right here upon seeing you, Bolrin, and that is going to be its whole turn. Elperos is looking on at this. He's making his ready to action. Rah-rah.
Uh-oh. What the heck?
Did everybody's screen just white out?
No.
Oh no, just fire went around
Uh-oh.
Elpharos.
Where'd you go though?
Hold on.
And he's
You're back in.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
How did it kill your PC?
I had a
One
weird.
move.
Yeah, I had a weird whiteout occur. Like my screen just like blanked all of a sudden. Oh, it said updating something. Super weird. Maybe we got an update right in the middle of this. Okay. Alright, that is a dexterity saving throw.
I
And
was
that
wondering what
is
the
a
hell that was.
failure.
Yeah.
Okay, you see as Elperos turns, looking directly at the undying creature, and immediately begins to cast flames that shoot down above its head, engulfing it. However, they're quickly extinguished as it's just not enough in this gore-drenched figure to set it aflame. Okay. Alright, now for the rest of them. So they're going to take movement here, and then their round is over, and it starts with the normal turn order. So, this one,
-1. I just noticed
3,
that.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Timber, you're up.
All right. I am going to go ahead and. Sorry, this one's dead? Or slowed down?
That one is slowed, not dead.
Okay. I will. In that case. I would take a shot at this. Do I have disadvantage if they're that close?
No,
Okay.
it's got to be
within-
melee.
Melee. Okay, cool. Okay, then.
But I have a 10-foot reach.
Say I do have a 10-foot reach, so technically I could basically
they-
hit this
they-
one.
Yeah, they specifically have to be in melee range to hit you,
Gotcha. Okay. Then
which
I
is
will
like
go-
any dragon.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
I'll take a shot at this guy here.
Okay.
Waka-chow! I thought it was a crit again.
That's a hit.
Oh. That looked like it was on a 20. Come on.
It was, yeah, it was real close.
All right, Gendry, you see as this undead thing rushes up to you, its arms outstretched, getting ready to reach out and grab you, and immediately it takes an arrow in the shoulder, almost flipping it around in the process. Okay,
That ends my turn.
Bolrin, you are up. What are you doing? You immediately find yourself surrounded on both sides by these creatures.
I'm going to attack the one that's between the two of us. Since that's the one that's furthest in the room right next to me. Roll. Wait. Lion.
Okay?
How
You
come
might
it's
have
highlighting-
minus.
I don't.
That's weird. What's going on with that?
Yeah,
Did you hit
because
the
all I
wrong
did
thing?
was All I do is hit the longsword, and it just went double dice.
Oh.
It didn't
Yeah,
give me the
that's-
option.
That's kind of strange. Go ahead and try it again. I just want to see what's going on with
Because
it.
I have him targeted, and then I have it on my shortcuts longsword, and when I do that, it's doing.
I know. Well, it's supposed to roll double dice, but for some reason, it's giving you disadvantage right now.
I don't
And
know what would be giving me disadvantage.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You shouldn't even be getting disadvantage.
Flanking, I should have the advantage.
Well, regardless, I mean, you have an
Yeah.
18 on the first attack, so it's a
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
And then you did 8 points of damage to it.
yeah.
So I will mark that off. You're good to go. Don't you worry
Weird.
about it. Yeah, I'll figure it out as we go.
Then I don't think there's very much I can do. Yeah, I can't do very much after that, so and my turn.
All right, you see as it lurches forward and it immediately turns, trying to decide whether to attack you or Bagley. And it immediately veers, trying to grab at him, and you hack down on its arm as it turns its back from you, and it immediately reorients itself to you. You can see where Unbelievable!
Oh.
It had a -2 and it beat it.
That's your
Oh
fault
my
for
God.
trying to fight the
Nobody's
damage right away.
not getting your 1 point of damage there,
Fucking
Albaros.
Oh,
Can I at least do 1 point of damage? No. All right.
No, absolutely not.
Here it comes. Oh no, Gendry.
Nom nom.
Oh, that's it.
I'm at that point.
Woo! Okay, Gendry, as soon as you're looking on at this thing, you wing it in the shoulder with your quarterstaff, and it quickly swings in from the side, and it rips at your body. And while you don't feel it, you hear a crunch, and you see a splintering of materials fall down to the floor. All right, you take 2 points of damage.
Oh.
I'm gonna be
That's
honest,
a
you
lot for him.
got
That's
real,
20%.
real lucky with that roll.
I look
All
down
right.
at my scratches, and I look back up. Gonna have to buff that
All
out
right.
later.
Timber, you are up.
All right. Timber will go ahead and take another shot at this thing.
Okay, that's a hit. All right. Timber, as you're looking down, you try and go for as close to the head as possible, trying to completely disable it. However, the arrow goes and it sinks into its lower jaw, hitting the jaw directly into its neck, almost like it's locked into position with a spit.
Nice. That ends my turn.
Okay. Bullrin, you are up.
So, Timber hit this one, right? Where the one in north of me.
Nope, I hit this one.
I hit that
Yep.
one.
I hit the I damaged one north of you.
Okay. I say, because I thought that one had more damage. I'm going to switch my target to the one north of me and then swing at that one.
Okay.
Wah wah.
Oh,
no! And that's still a hit.
no! No way!
That's a hit.
Hey.
Congratulations. Yep. No, their AC is not very crazy.
Wow.
All right.
Congratulations, you get damage.
Focus in on it, and you feel as its body is lunging towards you once again, trying to grip your throat to kill you and eat your flesh. And as soon as it reaches up again, you swing in from the side with everything you have and cut it directly in the ribs, trying to follow through and sever its body in half. However, you manage to make it to the spine before your sword gets stuck, and you have to rip it out as you push it back with your shield. All right, it is still up.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I mean, there's nothing I can really do unless I want to take 2 opportunity attacks.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm gonna... Yeah, I think I gotta kind of stay here unless I'm gonna take more damage, yeah.
Okay. All right. It comes in at you again. Your sword still stuck halfway into its body against its spine. It reaches forward towards you and you hold it back with your shield. All right, now for the next one. Ooh. What's your AC right now? 18, right?
18, yeah.
Oh, saved by 1 point.
I'll take
You
it.
see,
I will take
as the other one that has just turned and faced, forward towards you, that you almost severed its arm in the process, reaches and you can feel it clawing at your back as you're trying to fend off the one in front of you with your shield, your sword, and you just simply elbow over towards it, trying to keep it off of you. It isn't managing to get through your armor, but it's only a matter of time. Okay.
Good ass luck.
Okay, you see as Bagley shoots yet another shot directly into the creature. This time, the first shot going into its shoulder, winging it. The second shot going directly into the back of its head. And you watch as it immediately flops about on the ground, convulsing before dying. Gendry, you're up.
Right. Which one just died? Oh,
The
over
one here.
there. Yeah. Actually, the one I'm going to hit.
Okay.
Ray of Frost.
Okay, that's a hit. All right. Gendry, as you go about doing this, you see as the creature is in the midst of reaching forward, trying to go directly and grab at Bullrun's throat. He has just fended off with his shield, and you see as it reaches over the shield, trying to grip onto his face. However, you see as it speeds up, its momentum carrying it forward, and Bullrun simply takes the sword and impales it on it before casting it off the sword and tossing it to the ground. Okay, it dies.
Nice.
Nice.
Yay.
Yay, I live.
All right. Okay, this should be fixed. There it goes.
Yay.
Affecting the right thing now. Okay, there we go. See, it just took a little bit of legwork. All right, here comes the save. And oh my god, it succeeded again!
No.
Unfucking believable. These things literally have like a major minus too. That is just piss poor luck. All right, so you see as Elberos goes about the prayer, this divine question, sending it forward. And with it, you see as the flames simply miss, striking the floor, sending up a bout of ash in the process as it chars and burns at the floor of the crematorium. All right. It once again is going to attack Gendry. And that is a hit. By the way, I just want you to know how lucky you've been. You see as it reaches forward once again, Gendry, and this time, as you go, preparing for a second bout on yourself, as it gripped onto your arm, it only continues to grip, squeezing even tighter to a point as you look down at your hand, you have a hard time moving your fingers anymore. You feel like as if your wrist it's malfunctioning. Something's wrong with it. All right, you take another 2 hit points of damage.
Ow.
All right, Timber, you're up.
All right. Timber is going to go ahead and do a super cool slide off this podium thing, or this statue. Get behind the creature here and attack with my 2 short swords.
Okay, so I just want you to be aware. So you're gonna drop your bow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop it right there.
Do you have quick draw as the feat?
No.
Okay, so that only allows you to pull 1 sword.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I'll attack him with my single short sword.
Okay, go ahead and give me the roll.
Hi-ya! I like my bow better.
Ha ha! And it's still a hit.
Oh wait, advantage.
Regardless, it's a hit anyways.
Not bad.
Even with the
That's
10. Oh, is it a crit?
No.
Oh, it could have been. All
Real
right.
Close.
You snake up behind it immediately, doing a roll and tumble as you slide over. As soon as you get behind it, you realize it doesn't even know you're there. It's too focused on Gendry, gripping at his arm, and with the other arm trying to get over his defenses with the staff. As soon as you get behind it, you take your short sword and you plunge it into its back, pushing with all of your force to sever its spine. And you see as Timber struggles just for a brief moment before you hear the crunch as the blade slips through its bone. It dies.
We did it.
All right.
We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Without hesitation, Timber is going to wipe his blade off from the goop of blood that's on there and go grab his longbow.
Okay. Everybody give me your passive perceptions. Throw them up.
Absolutely
11.
shit.
16.
16?
I'll throw that up there.
Okay. All right.
I think mine's
You
like
know,
10.
yeah, I was gonna say Timber. Right now, you've got the highest. I believe Alpros has a 15. You know, Bagley is pretty short behind that. In terms of things, as you're sitting there and you're, you know, you've just finished this. You hear heavy breathing all around you from several people. You know, everybody except Gendry. As you know, the climax of this adrenaline pumping, death-defying combat has come to an end. You hear something. Unsure of exactly what it is, you have no doubt it is, in fact, in some way suspicious, to say the least. From somewhere beyond Timber, as soon as this noise starts, you're not sure how long it's been going for, but from the other side of the double doors in front of you, you believe the sound to be emanating from this location in some way. You hear muffled cries of someone.
I'll go run to the door. There's someone back here. And before I decide to recklessly jump through the door, just do a quick investigation of the door real quick.
I open it.
All right. Okay, as you go to open the door, you realize it's locked.
Sure. Can you get this door open for us?
As Bagley comes forward, he says, I can't. It only works once.
Can I just? Is it metal or wood?
It's metal.
Oh shit! Never mind. I'll try to smash it in, but I don't know if that'll work.
I don't have anything that would do any good.
Is it a lock?
You can see it's almost an exact duplicate of the doors you came in from.
I think that would help.
It sounds like there's some sort of machine back there. And someone muffled.
I don't know how much this would help, but I'm not sure how strong you are, Berlin, but if I attempt to... Oh, wait. What kind of damage is Brave Frost?
Cold damage, I think.
All right.
If I attempt to pull this lock, do you think you can hit it and break it?
I would. It's definitely worth a try. Can we try that?
Okay. As you're doing this and you're discussing this, you hear the intensity of these muffled cries behind the door just accentuating.
I'm just gonna try to bash the doors open, and I hear that.
Okay. As soon as you're
Kinda ran
hearing
across
this,
it. Just the lock part.
okay. Okay, so go ahead and give me rolls for damage.
Do you want me to give you an attack? Oh no, it's for him. Okay.
Nope, just rolls for damage. It's an instant hit.
Should I use my sword?
Yep, you can use anything you want.
All right.
I'm basically trying to freeze the lock so you can hit the lock.
Yeah, apparently my rolls are hot garbage on that one.
Okay. As you're going about doing this, you can see that the door is incredibly resilient to your attacks. Even as you go about doing this with the ray of frost and trying to freeze the lock itself, you realize it's just not enough. Whatever is blocking this door, you have a feeling it's not just a lock. You think there might actually be something on the other side of it blocking it.
While they're figuring out this door situation, Miles, what's your role on retrieving arrows from that you've used?
As long as you haven't forcefully destroyed them in combat, I would say they're recollectible.
Okay, cool. Then, do you mind if I snag those from the bodies real quick?
Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll say you scoop those up while they're doing this.
Sweet, perfect. All right.
Timber, was there a way around the other way that you came from?
Not that I saw. But let me double check. You guys, could you check this door over here?
Uh,
I'm gonna make my
I'm
movements.
probably just gonna keep trying to smash the door
I'll
a
check
little,
the door over
try
here.
to get in.
Okay, so we're going round by round here, guys.
Oh,
So Timber, you rush off to the west doing this. So you, from where you were positioned, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're at 7 squares of movement right now. You have 12 total.
7, 8, 9, 10. I don't see any other doorway in here, do I?
No. As soon as you enter the remnants of this area, you can see that it's another section of mortuary that's used for placing bodies within these sarcophagi while they, attend to other things. You can see that all of the sarcophagi in the room have basically been broken, the lids removed, so that the Undying can devour the bodies.
Okay. 11, 12. I'm gonna yell out, "Nothing over here!"
Okay, so just as a reminder, there is another passage to the northwest over here.
Oh, I thought that was a dead end.
Wait a second, can you not see that?
I can only see to right here.
Oh, weird. That's very strange.
If I move here, I can see all the way to right here.
Yeah, that's super weird. I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, so we'll put you back to your position, whatever it was, right there. And then we're going to move down the line. Bullrin, you had gone about attacking the lock and doing this along with Gendry.
Yeah.
The two of you are over here having competed doing that. Hunter Bagley follows you directly, Timber, and rushes over behind you, looking in the area to make sure that there's no dangers. Elperos follows up with you two, moving forward and getting ready to help you in any way that he can. Okay, Timber, we're back to you. What are you doing?
Sorry, stop it. All right. So that door. Oh, I don't even know. So actually, it's fine. I don't know. I have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my god.
So I'm going to explain to you what you see from where you're
Yes.
standing right
Please do.
now. Okay? So this is how we're gonna do this. Alright. Alright, as you follow the hall around to the north, you see a metal door. You can see a handle similar to the others that you've seen throughout this place, and a small keyhole to boot. However, not opening the door, looking out to the east, you can clearly hear voices from the east. That muffled cry of and short whispers of something else. You're not sure what it is, but you can hear the muffled cries escaping ceaselessly as these whispers in the room continue. You can see lights that barely flicker out to the east, the corners of the hall directly across from you barely visible. There are certainly multiple people, with the voices coming from the room just beyond.
Okay. You said Hunter Bagley was near me?
He is not near you right now just because of the turn order.
Oh, where was he prior to
He was right next to you. He was following directly behind you.
Okay. I would like to do an active stealth and stealth the next 10 feet. If that's a possibility, unless this is a well-lit room.
It is as you get closer.
Okay.
So to be clear, you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 2 more spaces of movement. And you're literally running. You're in the process of sprinting.
Okay. That's fine. That's fair.
Okay.
I will... Yeah, I'll take much more movements.
Okay. As soon as you reach that area, go ahead, give me your active stealth check that you were going to do. So to be clear, because you were running this turn, you get disadvantage.
Okay, so that's 1. First, you roll a 4.
Okay, so with 13, we're going to see what's going on with this. Give me 1 second. I just have to look.
And that's my action. Basically, I'm dashing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And as you draw closer, you're standing there, huffing at this point. You press against the wall and barely look around the corner to see someone, their hands outstretched, a torch behind them, as you can see what is clearly an acolyte of Cadwyn in the midst of some sort of chant or prayer. You can't see what they're looking at, but you have no doubt the muffled cries are in fact coming from near this figure. Okay, that's the end of your turn.
All right.
Bolrin, you are up. At this point, Timber as well as Hunter Bagley have just vanished. Zach, are you there?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
And the door didn't budge at all when we hit it, right?
No, not at all. I mean, it was barely, it was minimal at best.
Damn. Oh, this is a tough decision. Shit. So, I think just because of, I think that Roland would just try to knock the door in again, not knowing that there's another way around.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
Just a normal attack roll.
Yep. Give me a normal attack roll.
Wow.
That is a bummer. Okay.
Yeah.
So your guys' grand total of damage towards the door so far You've got, that is 7, 7 plus 6. So I'm going to be honest with you, all of your attacks with your sword are doing half damage.
Okay. So, damn, I really don't know if I would know to even try to go around.
Okay, as you continue
Yeah, I
to
think
attack, as you continue to attack the door, that same lock spot that Gendry has just attacked, you see as it chips off a piece of the metal as you're trying to drive your sword into it.
To be fair, Timber did mention to try the other door when he was running out.
Mhm.
That's true.
You got movement.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna, after seeing that, I'm gonna try to take my... I'll try to open the door.
Okay. It opens.
Okay, so diagonal, so 5, 10, 15, 30. This is as far as I can get. And there's another door.
Okay, go ahead, and what's your passive perception?
11.
Okay. All right. As you're sitting there and you're rushing into the room, you look around, trying to take in your new surroundings, and all you can see is this is just a large storage area. Off to the northeast, you see another door blocking your way forward. Okay.
It's my turn.
All right, Gentry, you're up.
I need his light, so 5 times 5.
Okay, so to be clear, you still have more movement. If you want to use your action, you could actually move another 30 feet plus use an object interaction.
I will do that and see if this door opens.
Okay, as soon as you do so, you open the door.
Crap, I can't see.
Oh, it's not letting you see anything there?
I can't see in general because of lighting.
Oh. Yeah, that puts a damper on things, doesn't it? So the room in front of you is pitch black. Do you want to risk it and run through, or?
I think it's just step in so Bowling can get through.
Okay. All right, you see as Elpros chases behind the two of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 30. Okay. Oh, right here. And then Elpros is going to do this. You hear as Elpros gasps as soon as he walks into the room. Bullring, he practically jumps out of his skin as he's looking towards the southeast corner and practically falls back into the boxes behind him. And you see as he immediately points at the corner behind Gendry. This is directly behind you, and Bullrin, this is directly to the southeast of you.
Yep.
Okay, as you see this, Elpros cries out, "Someone there!"
Oh, fuck.
Okay. At this, pointing, now visibly looking in the corner, you see someone is certainly hiding in the back.
Oh, shit.
All right. The figure, as soon as this is announced by Elpros, practically screams out, "Please, no, wait!" Okay. Timber, you're up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna turn around towards Bagley and kind of put my finger up towards my lips and just shh. And I'm going to I'm gonna attempt to stealth for the next 30, whatever my movement's gonna be, because I have no idea what it's gonna look like until I get here.
Okay, so yep, go ahead and give me a stealth check. Okay. Go ahead and make your movement. And I'm going to describe to you what you see.
Okay. I want to get.
You're peering around the corner, is what I'll say.
Yeah. I want to see
Okay,
what's.
So go ahead and move your character around the corner.
Okay.
This is what you see.
Okay.
All right. Looking in, you can see no less than 4 figures. Laying atop a panel of some kind to the north, you see a man bound and gagged. He's desperately attempting to roll about and free himself from the confines of his trappings. The torchlight now shows a hideous wound to his chest, burned into the flesh. You're unsure of exactly what it is, but it can't be anything less than torturous to endure such a thing. To the sides of him, you can make out 2 robed figures, and a third to the north you see is none other than the priest Tagrin, the one you had seen the night before confronting the Baron. He stands with his arms outstretched. The 2 priests, these acolytes on the side, doing the same. They clearly have not noticed you yet.
Okay, I'm gonna need a small refresher on his demeanor when he was talking to the Baron.
He seemed very angry.
In reference to the, I guess I wouldn't know what reference to.
What he had said is that basically he told the Baron he had blood on his hands for not taking care of the situation, whatever it was.
Okay. Interesting. And
Oh, sorry.
that's all good. And what was his name again?
Tagrin.
Tagrin. All right, I'm going to. Okay. Not seeing anyone else besides me and Hunter. I'm gonna kind of wave Hunter back to stay behind cover and walk out and excuse me, Tagrin, what sent by the I'm looking for somebody.
Okay, so
I
you're
mean,
gonna
no harm.
you're gonna immediately announce yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So for all intents and purposes, give me a second.
I just need to. My ultimate goal is to just stall whatever they're doing.
All right. As you're sitting there and you announce yourself, you see as everyone, including the figure on the slab, turns and looks at you. Clearly surprised by whatever your arrival here is. Tagrin looks to you and says, "It matters not. The sins of this man are unaccounted for." And you see as he immediately grabs towards something at his waist. You're not sure what it is. Okay, I'm going to give you the opportunity to do something here. Do you want to do something?
God.
You have the surprise. You literally have the action. You're the top of the initiative. You have a choice. What are you doing?
It matters not. Okay. I will. What is this? Is this a... Oh, it's special. Okay. Is there any way I'd be able to... Let's see. So, the first time you... Okay, so favored foe is just I don't have to do anything preemptively. It's if I want to use it, it's there.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I'll just throw it out there and show you.
I think it's passive.
It's
That's
special.
passive. You don't
Okay,
have
okay.
to do anything special. It's literally just active all the time.
Is there any way I could notch an arrow in my bow and just kind of hold it on him to see what he will do, and if he does attempt to strike this man or attempt anything, I could just
Okay.
let
So
it go.
are you going to say anything?
Oh, I didn't know I had more words to say.
Yep, you got your action. You're the top of the initiative here. You're surprised it's gone, but you're the top of the initiative.
Right. What's his sin? What'd he do?
And he looks to you and says, the deaths of countless innocents.
Okay, we can work with that. What specifically did he make or do to kill
All right.
innocents?
I'm going to be honest with you. So in terms of like buying time and everything,
Yeah.
we're going to cut it short right there because we're going to flip to Bullrin here in terms of what he's doing. Bullrin, you see this robed figure in the corner, this acolyte of Cadwin, cowering at this point. And he looks up to you and you see his arms are outstretched. He says, please, don't. What are you doing?
I guess I will put myself. I would put myself in front of Alfaros, in front of the man, in front of him, and I would say, "What are you doing here?"
All right. As soon as you go, so go ahead and make your movement.
Game's paused.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and make your movement. As soon as you go about doing this, you reach down, grabbing hold of him, asking him what he did here. And he looks to you, and you can see fear in his eyes. He says, it was never supposed to be like this. He says, we were supposed to save them. And something is flashing through your head. You're not entirely sure what he means by that. He says, looks to you, and the last thing I'm going to allow here, he says, Tagrin's gone mad. I don't know why it says that. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Timber, you can see that his convictions in whatever is about to happen have not faltered in the slightest. You see as he clutches this thing in his waist that's just out of your view behind this giant panel in front of you. Are you doing anything?
Is this like the last resort? Like I have to do something, or it's
Oh
my
yeah,
life?
this is your choice.
Yeah.
You tell me what you're doing.
Can I take a shot at what the thing what he's trying to grab at?
It's out of view. Like you can barely see it from where you're at. The top of whatever this is poking out, and that's the only thing you can see. So if you're gonna try and attack it, I'm gonna say it's got 3/4 cover if you're attacking with a ranged item.
Maybe
So you could get really lucky.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. All right.
Okay.
Come on. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and use an inspiration.
Okay, so go ahead and give me another roll.
Come on.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's so
So
disappointing.
you in fact do not get it. So point of inspiration off. This is what happens. You fire the shot in an attempt to move whatever it is that he has in front of him. And instead, you see as he pulls, instead of grabbing at whatever you were expecting, he moves it entirely out of the way, jerking it to the right, and you immediately realize what it is that he's doing as you see him pull the switch to the right.
Oh.
You hear a startled cry from the figure on the platform as it falls away, unleashing a pit beneath him. He falls into it, and you immediately hear a clicking of mechanisms, and you immediately hear a hissing of sounds and a smell of gas.
Okay. I guess the better question would have been, what is this person on?
Okay.
Lesson learned.
Okay. So at this point, Taggart having gone, this acolyte sitting there waiting for whatever's happening, this other figure sees what you've just done and immediately rushes towards you. The same arms outstretched, goes to latch onto you, his hands glowing with a radiant light as he rushes towards you.
I don't like the sound of that.
Okay, I need you to roll for I need you to roll for a dexterity saving throw.
He lights himself on fire. All right, which one is saving throw? That's saving throw. Could I just roll good and not get 3s and 4s for once?
Okay, that is a failure.
Sure is.
Okay, this is what you see happen. As soon as this
Wait,
figure
can I use an inspiration on that roll?
You can. I was to say, you poor bastard, you rolled like 2 3s and a 4.
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank God.
Okay, you succeed. All right, you see something similar to what Elperos had done before. A fire igniting just above your head before slamming down, charred marks appearing on the floor as you forcefully roll yourself backwards out of harm's way. Okay. You hear the figure in the pit continue to scream in fear, these muffled cries echoing out.
Well, the pit's still open.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. Bagley immediately rushes forward, jumps onto the platform, and behind this figure, pulling out a short sword before attempting to stab this figure in the back.
You're my boy, Bloom.
Yes.
All right, that is with advantage, so that's a hit anyways, regardless. But I gotta roll again to see if he gets anything special. And it was close. Okay. But anyways, he rolls up behind this figure, and you hear this young man who's trying to go about basically burning you alive get stabbed directly in the back, and you hear him cry out in agony as it slices along his rib cage and down to his thigh. Okay. All right. Next in the turn order, Gendry, you are currently watching as light is flooding into the room in front of you. You can hear the cries from this figure standing at the back of the room, pleading with you not to hurt him. What are you doing?
I will The light's coming from which way?
The light's coming from what way? It's coming from
Oh yeah, rolling.
him.
Yeah.
Yep. Forgot to do this. Sorry. You're fine.
Do I hear whatever's going on ahead of me at all, or no?
Well, you hear these mechanisms in play. They're extremely loud. You can hear screaming of some kind. These voices coming from the room beyond.
I'll take a few steps to see if any light source coming over there.
Okay. As you step forward into the room, looking around in the darkness, you hear it. Directly, somewhere in this room, you hear the cries of something as it lunges towards you in the darkness.
Oh shit. I turn around.
Okay. You still have movement.
Yeah, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I jump onto this box.
Okay.
I'm
Is there
gonna
anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna kind of peek around the corner and ready. I'm gonna ready an action. I'm gonna ready Sapling King.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to give you, you're ready your action. You're standing there waiting for anything to roll around the corner. In terms of that, all right. Elperos' turn. You see as Elperos looks at the man, confused as to what's going on, before hearing the noises coming from that room to the north, as the Undying within it have made themselves evidently clear. All right, Elperos is readying his action in order for anything to come through that door. Timber, you're up. What are you doing?
Are you muted?
I am very much muted. Alright, I'm going to attack the thing that tried to burn me.
Okay, the guy right in front of you? Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
with my short sword.
Okay, give me a roll. That is a hit.
Alright.
You hear as the young man cries out as Bagley slashes at his side and down his thigh, and while he's distracted from the front, you take the sword and drive it into his gut, lifting him up before casting him to the side, and you can see his eyes wide in surprise, unable to even say a word as you peel him off your sword.
Alright, and then I have bonus action, which I don't have anything for that. Oh, it's dead, okay. I can't hear you, Miles.
Oh, no, you're fine. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. Okay, well, if it's dead, I would like to take my movement and put myself right behind this corner here. And then, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So what? That's 3/4.
Yes, it
Or
is
half.
3/4.
Okay.
You can literally put yourself as far back there as you want.
Okay. I'll stay right there at 3/4.
Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Bolrin, you're up. You can hear the sounds of these creatures in the next room over.
Oh. I'm going to throw this guy back to the ground, turn around, Gotta decide, am I gonna run in there or am I just gonna close the door? I think I'm just gonna
Okay. You walk forward and do what no one else has. You close the door. Okay, is there anything else you want to do here?
Sorry, is there anything I could like grab a crate or something to try to throw in front of the door that's a little heavy to try to just stop them from getting in?
Okay, so I'll allow you to use your action in order to push some heavy objects in front of the door. Is that okay?
I will do that, yeah.
Okay, so you immediately start grabbing these heavy objects, pushing them in front of the door, and, you're expecting to hear something at any given point. Okay.
And I will say, you two, get out of here. Go towards Timber. I'll wait.
Okay. It's a broken effect across the board, guys.
I mean, they could light themselves on fire. I feel like that's
Yeah.
what they would do.
They're pretty good about it. Let's see if he passes. And it's a failure. Timber, you're looking on at Bagley, and you watch as he turns. As soon as you cast the figure off and duck behind corner, he's too slow. As you watch a bolt of fire strike down into his shoulder, and you hear him cry out as you can smell burning flesh. Okay. Okay. You see as Tagrin moves over to the side of this pit before pointing over directly at Bagley. And you hear him go into the castings of what is clearly a prayer of some magnitude. In the process of this happening, this is what you see, Timber. Directly behind Bagley, you see an extraordinary, large and glowing mace made of radiant light begin to swing at him.
Oh, no.
In addition, he immediately focuses on Bagley before unleashing another spell. Oh no.
It's like
All
one
right.
of those oh no's, like, oh no, it's happening to you, and I'm still okay.
All right.
That does suck. I'm sorry, Bagley. I hope you have more hit points than I do.
Oh, it did. Weird. It didn't even roll for the attack. I'm gonna have to do that manually.
Is that spiritual weapon? Because that's a really freaking cool effect.
Yes, it is.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
And that is a hit.
Oh, Bagley.
All right,
Wow.
so you see as he takes the bolt of fire that strikes down into his shoulder, and simultaneously you watch as this radiant light weapon slams into his back, and you hear him, the wind knocked out of him immediately to a point where he almost falls flat down onto his face on the ground. Okay, and here comes the wallop.
Jesus!
All Oh, not good. Pray
He's
for
on
Bagley.
fire.
Pray for Bagley, guys.
Come on, Bagley.
And it's a 19. Wow, you got a 23 dexterity saving throw. All right. Almost as if sensing what's coming his way, you see as another bolt, much larger this time, appears above his head, getting ready to strike down. And you see as he falls the opposite direction this way, as he's heading to the south, he rolls backwards, dodging it by mere inches. Okay. All right. Bullrin, you hear as wood door in front of you begins to have it splintered and ripped apart. You have no doubt it's mere moments from getting through this door, even though it just started.
Well, that's not good.
All right. He's going to run over here. That's a hit. Sorry, guys, making rolls. All right, Gendry, you're up. What are you doing? You can see at this point a hand literally makes its way through the door. Bullrin has just screamed at you to run and go towards Timber and Bagley.
Back.
The bag man.
And then
You got another 6 squares. All right, you're in pitch blackness.
yep. I'm just listening.
All right, you just start running into the hall, hoping you're gonna find your way around. All right, Elperos. You see as Elperos just runs out of the room. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Elperos practically runs into your back, Gendry, as the two of you are standing there blind in the dark.
Poor guys.
All right, Timber.
Yes, sir.
Behind you,
No.
you hear a banging on the door directly to the west of you. You have no idea what's going on, but it sounds extremely violent.
I'm gonna let that bang.
All right, the banging continues as it sounds like someone or something is pounding on the door. Timber, you're up.
Okay.
All right, you've just seen Bagley go about dodging this immense blast of fire. And in the process, he ran backwards somewhere out of sight from you before unleashing an arrow and striking Tagarin directly in the thigh.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Did I get to see what it looks like over here? Did I see if there was anything in front of the door, or I just didn't have any line of sight there?
So when you moved in, you had seen that there were some columns and other open space in the area.
Okay. So there's columns here.
Yes.
Okay. Can I peer out real quick and see where this other person
You
is?
can.
He's still-
You can move. Yeah, I'll allow it. Just go ahead and move 5 feet to the right.
Okay, cool. So 5. I want to move 10, 15. Ah, Bagley, you're in my spot! You bastard! That's where I wanted to go! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Son of a bitch! Alright. Actually, what I can do is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and...
That's actually 30.
Oh, the diagonal counts as 10?
Yep.
Oh, well, that's... Fuck you, Bagley! 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... I'm 20... Son of a bitch. Oh, I don't want to be left open like that, though.
All right, Timber, from where you're standing right now,
Yeah.
as you look to the south, you realize exactly what's blocking the door, as you can see a beam straddled across it.
Okay, I got an idea. So 15, 20, 25, 30. I've got long arms. Could I lift the beam from where I'm at?
You technically do. I guess I would have to allow that. So go ahead and give me an athletics check.
That reach though.
Oh, the athletics is not going to be good.
We
How
believe in
I'm
you.
proficient in it? And I rolled a 4!
Oh, all right. As you
I'm
reach
so-
for it, attempting to grab onto it, it's too heavy. You realize this is with most sincerity in your thoughts. This is 100% a two-man job most of the time. All right, Bullrin. You're up.
Bullrin's going to look at the man behind him and say, actually, I don't know what to say. He's, at this point, he's just like, he's just gonna run out of there. Screw it.
Okay. Okay.
Gets to the door and I'm gonna shut it. Bullrin's just thinking they whatever they did is their
Oh my
fault.
god, that is beautiful. Okay. All right, Bullrin, you can see as the man almost peers out, looking at you as you rush, and you hear cries come from inside the room as you close the door. The man too afraid to even leave the corner. All right, where do you want to go from here?
I'm going to take my action and I will run as far as I can down the hall. So
Okay.
but I think
So-
it's-
Yeah, so you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The furthest you could make it is here at 12.
then I will get to there and then that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. Timber, you see as the acolyte looks on at you and goes about the castings of a spell. No joke.
So, I'm so thoroughly upset that Bagley was in that corner.
I love the fact that you were like, this son of a bitch. Give me a dexterity saving throw as he burns himself alive.
Alright, come on. Can I roll higher than a 4, please?
Oh my god, you poor
14.
bastard. You have had literally shit luck with rolls all night long.
Oh, man.
Alright, you see what's coming. However, too focused on the door in front of you, you feel as the white-hot flames scorch your back as you fall forward and it burns fur and hair away. All you could smell right now is just this acrid odor in the air from the flames. You took 6 points of radiant damage.
Oh god.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Here comes the hurt. Okay. This is what you see happen. So he's going to use this first. Okay.
Whoa, that's cool.
We'll see if it's... and it's not. That's a failure. This is what you see happen to Bagley. You see as he pulls his drawstring on his bow back, getting ready to fire a shot at Tagrin. Another one. And he sees this glowing weapon roll up to his side. And all of a sudden, you watch as Bagley is frozen solid, unable to move. Okay. Okay. And this is an automatic crit.
Oh no.
All right. You watch as Bagley, powerless to stop what's happening to him. You see as this weapon raises up in the air before violently slamming down into his head. And you watch as he immediately collapses onto the ground, unmoving. He's down. As a NPC with a relationship status, he has the same exact abilities as the rest of you in terms of death saving throws.
Oh really?
Yes. So, as it stands right now, you watched him just get cudgeled in the head to a point where most people would never have survived it. And as you're looking on at him, you're almost certain that that's the case. All right, Bolrin, you hear a horrifying scream come from the room to the east as you hear wood splintering. Bagley is rolling for a death saving throw. And it's a failure.
Oh god.
You hear that pounding noise that was coming from the northwest of you, Timber, getting louder and louder. Orin, to the east of you, the sounds of the scream coming from the room have suddenly become silenced. Gendry, you're up.
Okay. What is...
I like how you're just wandering around in the dark.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh. So yeah. 5, 10. Come on. 20, 25.
Okay.
5, 10, 5.
All right, you feel yourself slam into the wall as you begin running in the dark.
Question. If I blast a ray of frost down the hall, will it light up?
It technically
For a
doesn't
moment?
illuminate
It
anything.
doesn't illuminate. Okay. I was just sure. Alright.
Okay.
Elbows light.
Elperos.
Torch.
taking a cue from your book,
I'll just
goes
yell
about-
before I do in return and yell if Elbros and ask the support.
All right, you see as Elbros draws. Well, you don't see anything. All of a sudden, behind you, illumination all of a sudden appears as Elbros is in the midst of holding something that immediately flares to life, giving you view of this passage in front of you. Hold on, before I go about doing anything, yeah, I just gotta make sure. Yes, Elbros does that.
Oh.
All right. So Elbros now has a torch lit.
I gotta go pick up Lucy.
No, that's fine. So we're gonna pause it for right now and wait until you two get back, and then we'll pick up with the rest of it.
Alright, hopefully it won't be too long.
Yep, just
Okay.
a message if it's taking too long.
Yeah, I will.
Oh no, why'd you switch the map? Fuck you. Wait, did it get rid of it?
No, the encounter, when I switch back to the page, will be active.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just not active right now. Oh my goodness, guys. I think you might be in a rough spot. I'm gonna be honest, I think Timber is in a rough spot.
I was saying, I'm okay. I'm not hurting. I'm feeling alright. Well, I mean, I'm hurting, but I'm not.
I'm working on my other character right now.
I'm just getting that prep dip.
I mean, one spell took me half health.
Yeah.
And this
would've
guy's
killed me, probably.
I'm gonna blame all of this on Bagley. He was in my spot, which made me
That
change my
son of-
strategy.
That son of a bitch.
And also, I'm gonna blame it on the dice, as I have not rolled over 4 in 1, 2,
Oh.
3, 4.
Use the object action. There you go. So you can pull a torch and light it as an object action. Okay, so you technically have 30 feet of movement still.
Which,
Wait a second. Hold on. I'm trying to gauge this. So you were right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do. You still have another 6 sets of movement to do. So
Okay.
if you wanted to sprint, you could move 6 more squares.
Are we supposed to be on the combat page?
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not
okay.
moving anybody over until Lucy gets in.
We do have a sense of urgency to meet up with our other members. We just don't necessarily know that Timber is in trouble.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an intense situation. That's very evident.
Poor Timber, he's got the front. He's fallen off roofs last time, and now he's ambushed.
Timber doing timber things.
Hey, to be fair, yes.
Brutal.
It's like those Just Girly memes, but it's just Timber things.
Just timber things.
It's just Timber being Timber, man. I'm just a badass living a badass life.
All right, hey, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Now.
I think a message other than just update Lucy is a little more ominous than you think it is.
Yeah.
I think you're just paranoid.
I've been looking at these new spells, and they're really cool.
I have not. I really should.
Yeah, like
The
they're really.
Arcanum Galarum spells, right?
Yeah, for anyone who's a spellcaster, like these are. I mean, if they're within your wheelhouse, they're really neat.
I'll have to see if I can learn any of them.
Well, my goal here, guys, for my round is to roll above a 4.
Mm-hmm.
That would be ideal.
Yes.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Or Timber.
Almost.
He's on the loading screen now for the actual page.
Oh, weird, man. I wonder why it's taking so
just
long to load.
Well, I'm still into the Necropolis. I haven't gone in, but she's using an older laptop that I haven't updated in a long time. Or not like that. It's old. It just needs to be replaced, but it works.
Gotcha.
So that thing's chugging along, opening up the page now.
So I'm not joking when I say this. So I used to have a desktop that was like, I don't know, 12 years too old. And I remember every time I went to open up like World of Warcraft or anything else like that, the fan on my desktop would basically just sound like a freight train was getting ready to run through. Put it this way, it was to a point where you had to actually play sound in order to drown it out because it was that loud. And it was just like, I'm so glad I got into a position where I could actually get a new computer and everything else. It's like, it's about time.
Well, I updated my computer. I just haven't updated the laptop yet.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hesitant about the computer because the damn chip shortage. But I was like, oh fuck it, I just need a new one.
Well, yeah, and they finally got to a point where stuff's getting back to reasonable prices. I was like, it's about damn time. Like
Yeah.
2-3 years of that bullshit where like the graphics cards were outrageously overpriced, and now it's finally back to like some semblance of normality. Awful. All I know is I'm thankful. I'm very thankful for the computer I have now. I will say that.
Okay, we're all in now.
Yeah.
All right, excellent, excellent.
Oh, yep. Sweet.
Okay, so I am moving everybody back over. Okay, you guys should be able to see the combat tracker, and if you can't, go to the top right corner and click on the fist. You will see it. And we're about to throw on the scary shit.
No.
All right.
Not it.
Okay.
Okay. No, you're fine.
I hate being level 1. You have like nothing to do.
It was so squishy.
Yeah, well, you just don't have much to like do.
No.
Like to get you out of like situations.
So how far does the torch illuminate down the hallway?
I believe it's 30 and 30.
Yeah, 30
Wanna
feet
go-
of right light.
It's
to go
20 and
30?
20. I'm sorry. 20 and 20. Let me look at this real quick to make sure it's actually marked correctly on your sheet. Token, light. Nope, it's marked as 30 and 30 right now. So let me mark that to 20 and 20. Okay, it should be 20 and 20 now.
And the way that we are running, Lucy,
Yeah.
is up.
Yon north.
Okay, I'm going to move 30 feet and then take a look around and see what I see. And then if I can, I would like to take a can I dash, or would I have to initiate?
So you've already used 30 feet of movement, so in order to move, you would have to use a dash.
Ah, gotcha. Well, then I'd like to move an additional 30 feet.
Okay. Bum 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 bum.
You know what? Maybe this is what
You-
Timber needed. He needed a brain delay.
You see
taking-
as Elperos pushes Gendry down. No, I'm joking. All right.
It's taking a hot
So-
second for me to move.
okay, so what I'll do is I'll move it forward for you if you want. Can you see the movement? Oh, Lucy, can you hear me? Uh-oh.
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I for some reason we were like cutting out. Do you want me to move your token for you, or? I don't know if it's moving on
No.
your screen or not.
No, can you please? Mine's not letting me do mine.
Oh, no, this is fine. Okay, so I'm having your character run 30 feet down this hallway. So as soon as you round the corner, you have a straight-on view at a door that is being mercilessly pounded on. You can hear a clanging like fists are banging on the other side of it. And all the while, through the door, you can hear the moaning of the Undying. They haven't broken through the door.
I'm gonna yell down the hallway to I'm with Warren, right?
You're with Gendry right now.
Oh, Gendry. I'm gonna yell to Gendry. Danger ahead. I'm dead.
Okay. All right, after your movement, seeing what's happening in front of you, there's a passage to your right. You can hear all sorts of noise, as well as you can see light coming from that passage. As you peer around the corner from what happens, you see Tagrin, the priest of light, in the midst of casting a spell. Okay. We're moving on. All right, you hear this ceaseless banging on the door continues and amplifies to such an extreme, you have no doubt it's just a matter of time before the door gets broken down. Timber, you're up.
Spiritual weapons get
No.
opportunity of attacks. Okay. Ah. 20. Fuck! I can't do anything without getting attacked. Ah. Okay. Timber. It. Okay. Timber is going to move here.
Okay. Okay, so you
Yeah.
got half cover right now?
Yup.
Or do you want 3/4 cover? You're just going to press your back to it. I can give you full cover.
I mean, I'll take full cover. What
Okay,
does that,
so
what does that
you
entail?
You press yourself into the corner and you can't see anybody else.
Okay. Does that limit my actions or anything?
No, but all it takes is somebody moving over to you.
Oh, for the full cover to be gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Right. Okay. So in that case, I will go ahead since and it's not going to inhibit anything. I will take a shot at Tagrin because what else do I got to lose
Okay, go ahead, give me that roll.
Everything.
besides my life?
Target that mofo.
I thought for sure that was going to be
That's a hit.
two. All right.
Yay.
I will also
Ooh, good damage.
utilize him as my favored foe
Okay,
and deal another
Okay, so-
D4.
nice. Okay.
And then I'm going to press myself up in that corner.
Okay, you immediately press yourself into the corner, so you have full cover. All right, as the arrow flies out, you can see Tagra is expecting you to duck and cover behind the column. However, you quickly peek out in a fraction of a second, loosing the arrow, and you catch him directly in the gut. You hear him as he cries out, as he rips the arrow from his stomach and throws it to the ground.
And then now,
Oh, you got more.
well, I don't have more, but now, Timber would like to take a small prayer of his own. Dear God above, let me live.
Please let me live.
Let me get through this.
All right, Ulrin, you hear, some kind of commotion going on behind this door that's to the north of you. You have no doubt whatever is going on, time is of the essence. All right, what are you doing?
Do my first 30 feet.
Okay. You could make it all the way to here.
Yeah. I will action dash, so 5.
Okay, so your next one is going to be right where I'm pinging right now. Okay. Directly in front of you to the north, Elperos and Bolrin, you hear this insane banging on this metal door in front of you. You can see it's being dented from the other side. All right.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
Hey, all I can say is it's been real.
All right. Unable to see exactly what's going on, you hear a prayer of some kind happening from around the corner.
Tell me when.
Oh, you weren't supposed to get that. I accidentally had you targeted. I'm sorry.
Oh, are you not targeting me?
No, you weren't supposed to be targeted.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Now you're being targeted.
Oh, good. Good.
All right. All right. As you're sitting there in the corner, you see as this radiant weapon moves its way around the corner and immediately swings at you. Ooh. That's low. That's real low. Gotta hit first. And it's a hit.
Awesome. AC 16.
Yep, 17 on a roll plus proficiency.
Oh my god.
Yep. Okay, so you take 2 points of force. I'm sorry, not. Oh, no, it's 2 points of force damage. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Not radiant. All right, so you watch as this swings around the corner, and you see as it slams directly for your head, and instead only manages to catch you in the shoulder as it slams into the stone column next to you, sending a debris of this rock showering over the area. Okay.
I love that auto calculator. It's so nice.
Yeah, all I have to do is press a button and it just
Yeah,
goes.
that is really cool.
It's super duper nice. Okay. And then
And
Sorry.
then
sorry, bud. All right. I need you to roll for a dexterity saving throw.
all right. Anyone want to bet that it's going to be lower than a 4?
I believe in you.
Me too. Come on, Timber. Oh my god.
Poor guy can't catch a break.
Okay.
I've never rolled so low in my life.
I'm going to be honest with you. You have rolled. This whole combat is basically a cry for help for your character. All right. That's it. You see as this happens, and immediately upon him rounding the corner, he looks directly at you, and you hear him call out in prayer, pointing at you, his eyes wide. and you see as this fiery blaze shoots down from above you, slamming into the corner you're in. You smell sizzling flesh as you fall to the ground unconscious. Okay, you're down and out.
I can't believe I rolled a nat one on that.
It is very, very unfortunate.
Cannot believe that.
Okay. All right. That is, he's no longer, okay, so that's prone. And then he also has, okay, so you are at, I just want to make sure this is, so you're good. He's the one that should be worried. Okay, so he's at 1 death saving throw. Okay, just making sure that's all good to go. All right. Okay, here comes the next death saving throw.
Make it.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
It is. Hold on, I gotta check his I have to check his constitution. This actually might be a success.
Oh, snap.
It's a success.
Yay!
Huzzah!
He's one in the positive. Okay.
Ugh.
All right. The banging on the door is so intense at this point, you literally watch the top hinge pop off as the door is being forced and bent forward. You see an arm reaching out this tiny hole, trying with every measure of its form to squeeze through it. You can hear the groans of the undying behind the door at this point. Gendry, you're up. You can see the light around the corner from Bolrin and Elperos. All right, as soon as you reach that point, you see the arm hanging out from the corner of the door where the bolt has come through. It's trying to reach out towards you. However, it can't get the angle to do so yet. You can run by this if you want to, but at this point, you have no idea what you're really running into. Do you see the light that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as you start to work your way into the room, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was okay.
Yeah, that's
so this would
30.
be okay. So 30. Okay, so that's 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, if you want it. 60.
Fine. I'll go right here. I don't think I have any bonus actions on. Action. Action. Nope, that's all.
Okay.
I'm waiting for more
Alright.
light to come anyways. I can only see
As
the
soon
one
as you-
here.
Yep, as soon as you round the corner, you can hear a commotion happening to the south of you. However, it's pitched in darkness. You have no idea what's happening. To the east of you, you can clearly see that acolyte who's now looking directly at you as soon as you enter into the room. Elpros, you're up.
I've seemed to have lost my place. I am trying to figure this out.
To be clear, so just as a reminder, I have not used any spells on your character except for cantrips. So you have a full cadre of whatever spells you want.
Hell yeah. Okay. So if I'm gonna use my movement. I can't see right now, but I'm gonna use the movement to move around the corner. Can I reach Timber?
You cannot, but you could get within line of sight of him if you wanted to do something else. So do you have any bonus actions you can use?
I could use dash.
Hey,
Could I dash to get to him? But then again, I wouldn't be able to use.
hey,
Yep, I'm listening.
real quick. So Lucy's thing, I'm not sure what's going on. So it says your browser does not currently support WebGL rendering, which is required for Foundry, Virtual Tabletop. Ensure that you have hardware rendering and WebGL enabled in your
It's
browser.
an acceleration issue. So basically, in Chrome, there's an update that specifically says acceleration. It's you have to go into the advanced menu and fix it from there.
He's on Firefox.
Ooh. Okay. It's probably a similar issue. I know
I'll
it's an
look up
accelerate. Yeah, I was gonna say if you move around the corner, this is what I'll allow you to do for Bullrun. If you want to move your token around the corner, she can look off of your screen in order to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. I have her loading up on my computer because I have dual screen. So
Oh, okay.
we're just gonna be playing at the same computer.
Okay, then I'm going to use I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on the priest. I'm gonna see Timber down, look at the priest, look down it, and then never mind. But wait, wait.
Okay, so to be clear, you can't even see Timber right now.
Oh, never mind.
So basically, you use 30 feet of movement. You got to the entry of the room. You can see Tagrin is in the process of staring at someone, but you can't even see who he's staring at. He's in the midst of casting a spell against him. Ruh-roh.
Am I within 60 feet of him?
Yeah.
You are.
I'd like to cast Command and say stop.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring that up for real quick.
Okay.
Anything?
So-
I'm not looking at anything bad. I'm just going for the.
Okay, so I've got it right now. I can actually cast it.
Yeah,
It
if
won't
you
be a
don't
problem.
mind. She's got a lot
Yeah,
of
you know.
spells. Oh, but
Okay, so yep, I'm in it right now. I'm focused on it, and so you. By the way, you guys know you can cast the spells from the token, right? You don't even have to go into the character sheet.
I did not know that.
Yeah, if you click on the token in the top left corner, you'll see
Yeah,
it says
yeah.
inventory, spells, and all that stuff. Yeah, you never even have to go into the character sheet.
Dang.
Yeah, he's a scrub. It's okay.
Okay, there it is. Okay, and what do you want him to do?
I wanted to say stop.
Okay, so stop. What do you want him to just freeze in place essentially? Like movement goes to 0 kind of a thing? Stops doing any kind of action at all?
Essentially stop doing the action that he's currently trying to do.
Okay, so the halt. All right, so we'll go with the halt
Yeah.
in terms of that. So the target doesn't move and takes no actions. Okay. All right, here comes the save. Time for prayer, guys. This is where it really comes in.
Papa Broccoli, please help me.
And it's a natural 20.
Wow.
Woo!
Papa Broccoli was not with her.
I
You know-
am very, very sorry about that, guys.
It's what this is telling me tonight is that I made the wrong character.
Okay. Timber, I need a death saving throw from you.
Yeah, I can do that.
God, please don't fuck up.
It's gonna
You have
happen.
had such terrible rolls tonight.
Yeah, I know. If there's any role that I
You're-
can,
Well, all you have to do is roll. It's got to be high enough to where your Constitution modifier gets added in.
I'm sorry. Where's my death saving throws on here?
I think
Oh, there
it's,
it is.
you all you have to do is roll d20 and then add your con modifier.
I found it. That one. Oh my god.
Oh my god. You poor bastard.
Oh my god.
Dude.
I
It's
can't.
literally. I have never seen anybody roll so many 2s and 3s and 4s and shit in a row.
Oh my god. This is crazy.
Fucking horrifically bad luck.
Oh.
Rip.
All right.
Man,
Oren, you're up.
Hey,
Um,
dice gods.
how far along does this door look?
It looks like it's about to come down any second.
Okay. Fuck, I don't. I think what would be smarter to do. Do I think if I like used my shield to hold the door shut, would I be? Do I think I could actually hold it shut?
Not against whatever force is on the other side of it. I mean, they're going to break through. It's just a matter of time.
I'm just.
Okay, so you got one more square of movement before your movement ends.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold on. I can't move for some reason.
Oh, weird. Hold on, I'll. Oh, it like sped ahead all of a sudden.
Okay, yeah, that was weird.
There you
Okay. And I can only see the one guy at the altar. If
Yep.
I wanted to throw huck a javelin at this dude, could I just do that?
You could object interaction, pull it out, throw it.
Alright, I'm just gonna chuck a fucking javelin at him.
Okay.
Hold on, let me.
Yep, just double.
It's
I think it's
being
double.
weird.
Right, it's double right click for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not doing my attack for some reason. What the heck?
It's okay. I have him targeted for you. Do you want me to roll it?
I guess so, because I'm trying to click on it and nothing's happening.
It might be because you got two screens open. It might be
No,
lagging like
that's true,
really
that's
badly.
probably true, yeah.
Okay, so-
I'm gonna close Lucy's just so that, because we're in the same spot now, so.
Okay.
Uh,
So I went into the inventory. I'm targeting Javelin right now, and I'm gonna have him make a roll against it.
yeah.
And
yeah, you go
it's
ahead.
not doing anything.
Did you update to the latest D&D sheet system?
So it says there was an error with the macro macro syntax. See the console F12 for details.
It's definitely got to be something to deal with. Hold on, we'll do this. We'll try and do it directly off of here. All right, so it looks like we're going manual. All right, so I believe it's a D8, or is it a D6?
D6 plus 5 for my damage, and I have a plus 7 to hit.
Okay, so go ahead and just make a normal roll for me off the D20.
Going old school, baby.
Yep, we'll just do the normal roll.
Wait, how do I subtract? Oh gosh, how do I subtract?
Right click. All you do is right click. It's left click, right click in order. So left click adds one, right click takes away one, and then you hit roll. Ooh, that's a hit.
20. So then
Okay.
I'm gonna run D6.
Mm-hmm. High numbers. Here comes the prayer.
Nope.
Oh no!
I still fucking won.
this group so far has had some rough luck.
Yeah, we suck.
Okay, so as you're
Um,
sitting there running into the room, you grab the javelin from this holster you have on your back and whip it forward, and with it, it goes directly into the acolyte's thigh. You hear this man scream out in pain as he clutches at this gaping wound that's now just essentially impaling his leg, and he's trying to rip it out in order to free himself of it. Okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn with the head.
Okay, you see as he rips it free of himself and then goes into a prayer on himself.
Counter spell.
And wow, that was a bummer.
It worked.
Okay, you see as targeting himself, the wound on his leg almost immediately heals over in full at what he's just done. The prayer clearly ringing out. Okay. And here we go on this. I gotta read this. 1 second, guys. I apologize.
You're good.
I was just trying to see the description here. 20 feet. Okay. That's the bonus action.
Oh, that's a really cool spiritual weapon, but I'm not happy that it's over here.
Elperos, you see as this radiant ball of light with a stick on the end of it essentially begins swinging directly at your head.
Dear Lord.
Is a 23 a hit? Of course it is. All right.
Yes.
All right. You take 2 points of force damage. All right.
A lot better than what it
Now
could have been.
Now I need you to roll for a dexterity saving throw.
Sorry, what?
This is Elpro specific.
Yeah.
I need a dexterity saving throw.
What's your save? It's not working.
Okay.
No, I'm saying Oh, it actually did work for her, I guess. So 17. I don't know why
That's
it's
a
giving her
success!
disadvantage.
That's a success. You have no idea how lucky you were. It would have done all of your hit points.
No!
God.
It literally would have downed you right then and there. Okay.
No!
All right. All right. So, Tagrin immediately focusing back on the rest of you, motions over, seeing that Elpros has gone about trying to command him to stop. Focusing Elpros, you see as he turns, and with a worded whisper, flames shoot down. Elpros, having seen such a thing, the powers of Caedwyn before, you take a step back, quickly dodging out of the way, all the while this radiant weapon slashes in from the side, swinging, catching you on the leg. You barely manage to catch the brunt of it, or, to avoid the brunt of it. All right. Okay, so there's still muffled screams coming from there. Okay, another death saving throw on him.
Come on, Hunter.
It literally, I'm not joking, it looked like it got stuck on a 1 and then went to a 19. Okay, good for him. All right, so that's 2 successes. All right, that's that. Didn't do anything. Gendry, you're up.
All right. That is enough. My fingertips open as three clocks appear in front of them, and 3 darts come out.
Yeah! That was, oh my god, was that maximum damage?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Good job. Wow. Okay. As you see the darts fly forward, you can see he's entirely focused on Elpros. Each dart, one going into his cheek, the other one into the top of his head, the other near his eye, just below it. And you hear him cry out in pain as he grabs at his face, desperately trying to cover the vital parts of his face as this attack, this onslaught happens against him.
Finish
Okay,
him,
is there anything else?
Outbros. And
Is
that's
there
it.
anything else you'd like to do?
I
That's
just tell
it?
Outbros
Okay.
to finish.
Okay, Elpros, you're up.
Can I see Timber from here?
You cannot. You have to move around the corner at least.
Move up 1.
So do you want me to move your token?
If I move past him, would I attack?
It would.
Even
So
if she
you can
stays
move,
in
you can
one
move.
spot?
You can move. Yeah, you can move 1 square lower, and if you go past that, you provoke an attack of opportunity.
But so from the screen, she can just barely see Timber. So would that count as being able to see him?
Yes.
So
All you have
can-
to do is have him
That's not my
apart.
problem.
Yeah, all you have to do is have a
Touch
part of him in line of sight.
Oh, you want to touch him?
You could, yeah, you could move the full 30, but you get an attack of opportunity on you.
I don't know where Timber is. I can't.
You can see that Hunter Bagley is literally positioned in the corner, and half of his body has basically been charred. Looking at him, he looks terrible.
I'm going to go. I'm going to take my movement to Hunter Bagley.
Okay.
I'm going to. I'm sorry, Cody. But I'm gonna. No. No. Fuck it. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play. Do Secret Flame on the dude.
He'll go back.
On the priest.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me a roll. By the way, check out your cool new special effects.
Oh no.
Burn, bitch.
Okay. Here comes the save.
Yeah, no,
And it's a failure.
Huzzah!
I won. Almost beat it. All right, as you go about doing so, you can see as Tagrin looks on at you, unexpecting of this, as you go about calling out the prayer, and immediately this cone of flame shoots down from above him, striking the side of his robes, catching him on fire, and you see as he quickly pats it out and goes into the castings of another spell.
And I'd also like to say, you are this grace.
All right. Bolrin, this is what you hear behind you. The door finally gives way as you see one of the creatures come rushing out around the corner after having beaten down the door, climbing through and rushing up right behind you. That's its full turn. All right, so it's going to move 5 feet forward and attack you and then move back. And it misses. You see as two of these Undying approach from behind you, Bolrin. One of them leaping over the other, trying to get at you. You quickly turn around, throwing your shield in front of you and pushing them both back in the meantime. You realize you're the only thing preventing these creatures from breaching the hallway and killing the rest of your companions. Timber, I need another death saving throw.
make it, Timber. Make it.
All I have to do is roll a 10. All I gotta do is roll an 8 and plus my con, and I'm good.
You can do it.
I can. Come on, Timber.
You can do it. I have
We
faith
can
in
do
you.
it. We
You
got
can do
this.
Believe in the dice.
Hey, it's a critical. That's two.
Hey.
You get 2 successes out of that.
Oh.
All right, you're 2 up. All you got to do is get 1 more.
Oh, it's not an auto succeed.
No, so 2 counts as 2. 20 counts as. Doesn't it count as 2
No,
on the death saving throw?
It's usually you auto succeed with 1 hit and you get your turn.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. The what it says on here, Timber
Nope.
critically succeeded on a death saving
If you
throw.
roll on natural 20 on a death saving throw, this is the actual rule. If you roll a natural 20 on a death saving throw, your character surges back to consciousness and you immediately gain 1 hit point and can act normal again as though it was the first thing. And then it says, hilariously, the rule hilariously says, even though the first thing you may want to do is crawl away while looking inconspicuous. Okay, so
All right.
you're back to 1 hit point.
Awesome. I'm gonna use my movement to stand up. Use my object interaction to pick up my bow.
So hold on. You roll death saving throws at the end of your turn.
Oh, I thought it said it as if this is the first of your turn.
Does it? Wait, wait. Where does it say that? On, maybe did I miss that? Hold on, let me look.
Maybe I probably misheard it. Back to consciousness, you immediately gain 1 hit point, and again, and can act again as normal. Oh, yeah, no, can act again as normal.
Hold on. When you start your turn with 0 hit points. No. It's when you start your turn. So you're back to consciousness at 1 hit point, and you have your full turn.
Oh, I do.
Yep, you have your full turn.
Okay, cool. So, then
Yeah, that's what
I'll
Jeremy
use-
said.
Perfect. So then in that case, I'll use half my movement. I'll stand up, grab my bow, look through my singed hair, and let's hope this hits.
Yes.
Oh my god, give me a D100.
Oh
Talk
god!
about fucking killing it.
35.
And then I'm gonna throw my D4 out there for my other damage too.
Oh my god. That's disgusting.
Oh.
Would you end up rolling?
35.
Sorry, I white screened. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was a 35.
Okay, so and then the D4.
Oh, 1.
The D4 was a 1.
Okay, so that doubles the damage. So that's 14 points, right?
Yeah, I can't believe I did one.
Okay, you want to hear the insane part?
What's up?
As you sit there, focusing in on Tagrin, you see as he's reaching forward, and you see as he takes his arms in almost a crescendo in the midst of going about casting another spell. And you see firing out at him as you lean on the column next to you, desperately trying to do anything to prevent yourself from blacking out again. You loose the arrow. It flies true, and you watch as the arrow goes straight into his temple. Elbros, you watch as the man, his eyes roll back in his head as he clutches at the arrow, and you see as he twists in a circle before falling to the ground dead.
Oh,
By the way,
cow.
he had exactly 14 hit points.
Oh yeah! Hey,
That's wild.
you know, a night of shitty rolls, and it ended that way.
14 hit points. At this point, watching what's taking place, Timber, you could barely believe what's just happened. Elbros, you thank whatever has happened in this series of events before whatever was just unleashed upon you. Timber practically falling against this column a short distance away. Bolrin, you're up. The Undying right behind you are in full attack mode, desperately trying to eat you.
Can I? That's what I can do. Probably. I think what I'll do is, seeing him get down, I'm going to just ready my sword and just attack the undead in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll. That's a hit.
Max damage.
Damn. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. And then I don't think there's anything I can really do. I feel like it's on their bonus action, so yeah, I'm gonna have to just end my turn there. I'll say, I need some help over here.
Okay, as you hold up your shield, you stab forward and attempt to give the Undying in front of you, and with it, you take it, digging into flesh, and twist before ripping the blade back out, and all you hear is a gurgling moan from this thing in front of you. You hear the muffled cries of the man in the pit. All right. Elperos, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Ooh, nailed it. You see as another bolt of flame comes down on you. All the while, this figure is drawing a blade at his side, getting ready to come in and try to stab you as this happens. All right. The man in the pit is continuing to scream. All of you can smell the gas in the air. Okay. All right, I'm making another death saving throw for Bagley. And that's a failure. All right, so 2 failures, 2 successes on him. All right. All right, Bullrun, you see as this surge of the Undying are practically pushing down this hallway in front of you. 3 of them clambering over each other to try in every attempt to kill you. All right, that's a miss. It moves back to its space. It's unable to do anything else. Gendry, you're up.
Looking back before trying to figure out which direction I want to go, I am going to go after the spellcaster. I feel like it's a little bit more red. Red frost.
Damn, a crit.
Ooh.
Give me a D100. Okay. So that is a minor effect. Okay, so regardless. And you blind him. All right. So you, as soon as you shoot forward, you manage to catch him directly in the eyes. Gendry, as this is happening, you see as the magic takes hold, and he clearly is out of, any kind of synchronicity with his own being, as he's just essentially waving at the air as he has this dagger in his hand, and he's going nowhere with it. You've clearly destroyed any sense of equilibrium and anything else that he has in the process. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Elperos, you're up.
I would like to take my movement into the Bullrun, not to Bullrun, sorry, to Timber, and then I will cast Bless, and just nod, and then we must help our other friends. No, I won't say other friends. I will say we must help the others.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to move the cast. You can just do it to 3 creatures you can see.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So who are you casting it on?
Can I see Bullrun?
You can see Bullrun.
Then I will cast it on Timber and Bullrun.
You got one more target too.
And
You can do it on yourself or Gendry.
Me. I will do it on me.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
All right.
No. I'm sorry. Wait, I don't think I meant to do the boss. I'm sorry. We're still. No, I'm so sorry. I meant to say cure wounds on that's on Timber. That's what I meant to take a movement. I just got the spells confused. So yes, I would like to take my movement to cast cure wounds on Timber, and then say rest will help the others.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and give me a roll for Cure Wounds on Timber.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, you're up 8 hit points.
And that's and then that's all.
Okay. All right, so these guys get a turn. All right, that is a miss. That is also a miss. Bullrin, that armor's paying off.
That was my hope.
All right, Timber, it's your turn.
Oh boy, Timber's feeling much better now. Okay. So Timber is going to go ahead and let's see.
Okay, Timber, as soon as you round the corner, you see the crumpled body of Bagley sitting there in between the columns, and you're not even sure if he's dead at this point. What are you doing?
Well, I can't really render him aid because I don't have anything to do that with, right? Because I can't stabilize unless I have a medicine kit.
That is correct.
Right, okay. So that's 5, 10. Over here.
You see the figure in front of you is just waving his arms about in the air, like he's unable to even do anything. Like he clearly is having major vision problems.
Okay. If I were to go to and like run past him, would he have disadvantage then on his attack?
He can't even make an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay, perfect. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh God. Does this 20 does that put me on the edge of the pit?
Yes.
Okay. And this guy's all bound up, right?
Yep. He's unable to even do anything.
And how far down is that pit?
That pit is roughly about 10 feet.
My arms can reach 10 feet.
Mhm.
I knew you were gonna say.
Could I attempt to pick
I'm going to
him
be
up?
honest, with where you're positioned, it's too far. He's in
Okay,
the
that's
middle
fair.
of the pit.
That's fair. I was gonna see how far I could go with this. All right,
Really stretching it out.
All right, I will go ahead and take stay here and then attack this guy with my short sword.
Okay. That is a hit.
Woo!
All right, as you go about doing so, you watch as completely blind, he's unable to defend himself, and you just chop into his arm. And you watch as it's severed in its entirety. He falls to the ground in shock, crying out in pain as he clutches at the wound. And you see him shortly thereafter perish.
Awesome. That will end my turn.
Okay, Bolrin, you're up.
Bolrin is going to just swing his sword, continuing to fight off the zombies in front of him. Sweet Jesus.
Okay, that is a hit. Okay, as you go about doing this, Bolrin, you take the sword, after having already gutted it and pulled it out, pulling back, pushing forward the sword, and then cleaving downwards. And with it, you watch as you split its head in twain. Its brains, this viscous matter inside, now a gelatin, is just thrown about the hallway as you slam down with this massive force. Okay.
Yep. I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. And time for the last step saving throw. Drum roll.
Ah!
It's a 15!
Oh.
All right. Carrick's on his own. He did it.
That's amazing.
I'm proud.
I
of
mean,
him.
I'm sorry, not Carrick. Bagley. All right. You see as Bagley stumbling about, is just crawling about on the ground at this point before slowly getting up and leaning against the column, very similarly to Timber in the process of this. Okay. That armor paying off. It's a 3!
Thank God.
All right. Gendry, you're up.
Oh, the minimum damage.
Oh, yeah, it's killing you. All right, and it's okay, so it gets the weakness. All right, 10 feet less. All right. As you go about doing this, you see as its momentum slows in the process, but the amount of exacerbation on its jittered movements, the kinetic energy that send it forward and backwards to just snap bone and limb, does not do a substantial amount. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's all I.
Okay, Elpros, you're up.
She's coming now.
I would like to use my movement to go back around the corner.
Okay.
And then I would like, give me 1 second. So that I could see the enemies, I would like to do it Sacred Flame.
Okay. Give me that roll. Give me that roll. Okay.
Right.
Here comes the save. And it's a failure. Okay.
Yay.
All right. Something to something. All right. You see immediately as flames shoot down, catching its hand as it reaches out towards Bolrin. While not extremely effective, you see that it's at least deterred it from moving forward to gain reach of him. Okay.
I think that's all that I can do for now.
And another miss. Timber, you're up. I can't hear you, bud.
Wow. Talking. You said we can smell gas coming from here?
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
like an extreme amount of gas.
Okay. Well, I'm not very strong. I doubt I'll be able to pick that person up. I will go ahead and... Well, he's directly in front of me, so that's going to impose... Okay. I got 10-foot reach. I go and attack it with my short sword.
So you can technically move into his space, attack, and then move out of it, right?
I
Even
could, but
without
I
the
got
reach?
long arms.
Yeah, you do. You got long arms. That's the benefit of having long arms, I guess. I don't gotta move. That's the beauty. All right.
Spider-Man, do whatever Spider-Man
Those
can.
sweet ass racials. All right. So you reach through and stab it directly in the gut before twisting the blade, pulling away, trying to inflict as much damage as possible. All the while, it's entirely focused on Bolrin. You see, much like all of the Undying you've fought before, it's relentless and uncaring of the wounds that it sustains. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Let me just double check my equipment real quick. Yep, that's everything I got right now. And that's my turn.
Okay. Ulrin, you're up.
I'm just gonna keep doing what's working. Longsword.
Okay, that's a hit.
Jesus, these low
Yeah,
ass
you're-
rolls.
Yeah, you're killing it with damage. All right, as you reach forward, Timber immediately cutting through, stabbing into its side and twisting. You bash forward with your shield before shoving the sword in an upwards momentum as its head is flung backwards, and you simply impale it all the way through the back of its skull before pulling the blade free and kicking it loose. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm just gonna stay here and make sure the last one can't get to anyone else who's low.
Okay. Hit. All right, the arrow sails past your shoulder, Bullrin, as you see it strike directly into this Undying's chest. You're unsure of exactly what's going on behind you, but you thank whoever did it. All right. Gendry, you're up.
What's that? Alright. Let's make you erode fast.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, there we go.
Okay. All right, this time, going about doing this, the castings of the spell, you watch as its flesh feeds in decay. Parts of its body literally falling off in the process, flesh dripping like wax as it starts to move forward, slowed in its movements. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Okay, Elbros, you're up.
Okay, I would like to take a movement. Actually, different. I'm not gonna move. I'm lying. I'm going to one second. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt. It's the one diagonal for me.
Okay.
What are you gonna cast this?
Guiding bolt.
You don't have any first level spells left.
You can cast it in a second. Oh, you can't cast it in a
So
second.
use command and
What's the sacred name?
Okay, so cure wounds and then command. So yeah, you're out of. Unless you have 3. Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay, so Sacred Flame is the only one you got left. Okay, saving throw. Dexterity. That is a failure. Okay. Alright, as you go about doing this, you can see its slowed movements prevent it from being able to dodge out of the way. The blast of fire catching it directly onto its shoulder and singeing all the way down the side of its body. Alright. Moves forward towards Bullrin. And a natural 1. All right, go ahead and give me a d6.
Nice.
Oh my. All right, congratulations on doing the exact amount again. All right, so as you go, You go for it, and it lurches towards you, slowed in its movement. You quickly line up the shot, Bolrin, as you hold your shield out in front of you, pulling your sword arm back, and as soon as it lunges, you spear it forward, going straight through the top of its mouth and into its head, almost severing it through the mouth, decapitating it in the process. You simply push upwards, separating the top half of its skull from the rest of its body, and it succumbs immediately, falling to the ground. Okay, you hear the muffled cries of the man inside the pit.
We leave him there to die.
Is there any way I can get to the rope to try to pull him up?
So to be clear, he's tied, bound, and gagged.
Is
So
he
he
like
has
a,
he has no way of climbing up out of the pit on his own.
Oh, so I thought maybe he was like the rope was attached to like hanging from the ceiling or something. No.
No, there's no rope, there's no nothing.
Timber jumps into the pit.
Okay, Timber, you jump down. The smell of gas down here is overwhelming. It smells like rotten eggs. What do you...
Help!
I'm gonna.
I try and pick him up and kind of feed him to Bullrin.
Yeah.
I'll
try
reach
to
down
grab
and
him.
help pull up.
All right, you grab hold of him, and with just your bulk, you lift him up. What's your strength?
10.
Ooh, you
I
might
am
not actually
proficient.
have... Okay, so, hold on, what's your carry weight?
I'm large, considered.
Okay, carry weight large 5e. You multiply your capacity by 2.
So my carry weight is 300.
Okay, you reach in there, and grabbing hold of this man, you simply clutch onto him and lift him up. It takes a bit of effort, but you get him over your head, passing him up to Bolrin. That's your action. What do you want to do as the rest of your movement and everything else?
The rest of my movement, I want to pull myself out of the pit.
Okay. Bolrin, what are you doing?
Did I already pull him out?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the lever and try to close the door, the one that he, because I can see that lever across there, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to pull it.
In
Okay.
case I'm going to make a little bit of a distance from there then.
Okay. You pull the lever, and in doing so, you watch as it immediately closes.
That was good.
Okay.
Do you guys mind if we call it? Because Lucy's still got a shower and stuff.
Yeah. We're literally, I'm not joking, we're about 6 seconds from being finished here.
Okay.
No joke. All right.
Alright.
So, in an effort to speed this up, as this happens and the beginning of round 15 happens,
Jesus.
this is what you see happen. Bolrin, from where you're standing, at this moment, you hear a click as the ignition from whatever is below sparks and ignites, and a small explosion takes place. The doors themselves covering whatever severity could have taken place. However, with the issuance of such gas, the explosion that does take place rattles the entire building, a shockwave being sent out all around you in the process, and the air mostly being sucked out of the room to a point where each of you is having a hard time breathing. And with that, a silence falls over everything as the machinery stops. And by the way, you guys literally nailed it down to the round to save this guy.
No way.
I'm not joking. It started on round 6 and was going to end on round 15. Like, you guys literally did it. So, congratulations.
Ooh.
That was some luck. Holy shit.
Oh my god, I don't ever...
Level
That-
2. Level 2.
God.
Well,